What's good with y'all? What's good? Solidus back. Y'all know what it is. About to chop it up with my guy, Onslaught Boxing, talking about boxing. Soon as when he clicked the link, so we're waiting on him. So that's what this live is going to be about. We're going to just cover the current events of boxing. Get down like that. That's where we at with it. Nah, I didn't. I didn't see nothing he did today. What did he do? What the what the what the thumbnail was? Some hating shit as usual. I didn't see it. Shout out to everybody in the chat though. On the thumbnails, it says brothers. You think he means something by that? Yeah, it sounds like some clown shit. Clown shit as usual. You already know that's facts. Definitely gonna show up. I'm Mexican, but I gotta recognize best fighters are black. Yeah, I mean, all these guys are good. Some better than others. Black, Mexican. You know what I mean? All these guys are good. The thing is, the best tend to be black, but all these guys are good though. It's not like blacks are good and everybody else is trash. Nobody's saying that because that's what I've been getting accused of or whatever. That's not. I never said that. But you know, all these guys can fight, bro, regardless of race. But the best tend to be black. That's a fact. So I feel like the more people embrace that, regardless of what race you are, the more you embrace that, the more enjoyment you'll get out of boxing. I honestly believe that. You know, because if all you're doing is coming on here and you're saying that oh black fighters are boring or this side is boring or you didn't like this, you didn't like that, to me that sounds like somebody who don't really enjoy boxing. But I feel like if you was willing to embrace that, you probably ain't got that kind of attitude. Because honestly, I don't know about y'all, but I'm getting tired of hearing people say, oh, this fight was boring. These fighters are boring. That shit's starting to get annoying now to hear people constantly say that dumb shit. That shit's starting to get annoying. You said, yeah, Ryan was running and people don't talk about that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like, yeah, like I take nothing away from what Ryan did to Barrios. I was upset at Barrios because the way, like, it's like he didn't know how to box, the way he was in the ring. Like, he don't even know what he's doing. And Ryan took advantage of that. But make no mistake, Ryan did good. He did what he's supposed to do, and I'm not even mad at that. I don't even think Ryan is trash, honestly. People are saying Ryan is trash. I don't think he's trash. I think he's decent. He's decent, but I don't even think he's trash though. People like I don't agree with that, but he's decent. But yeah, you're right though. Ryan was moving a little bit in that fight, and you're right. When the black fighter does that, they say he's running. He do it. They don't say that. That's facts. That's facts. So it is what it is. All right, here we go. Here we go.
Yo, yo.
Yo, what's good? What's good, OS?
How you doing, brother, man? Long time no see.
Yeah, I ain't heard from you in a minute.
Yeah,
Cause you
man.
know I ain't rocking with I ain't rocking
Man,
with IBFP no more. So I ain't
yeah,
been listening to what he been saying. So I don't even know if you've been on there.
yeah, I've been up there a couple times, like every now and then. But I took a big break from like the boxing YouTube stuff after Crawford and Canelo. Cause I thought,
Yeah,
yeah, I thought Bud just buried everything. So I was like, you know what, let me just take a break and focus on myself and stuff like that. But
yeah, that's what's up.
they back to hating now. So it's like I gotta come back now.
Yeah, I've been making let's get into that Crawford versus
Yeah,
Canelo. I know it's been
yeah,
like 4 or 5 months, but let's get into that. So
right.
yeah, I've been like I ain't been listening to dude. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to get on here and do a IBFP rant video. I'm just going
yeah,
to
yeah.
reference him. But I've been seeing videos he's been posting. He's been like making videos.
Hmm.
I ain't been listening, but I've been seeing the thumbnails and he's been criticizing Crawford. And
Yeah.
it's like it's kind of weird because as you know, I was
Hmm.
on the live with him when he went live the night Crawford won, and he
And
was
he
saying
was,
all this pro
yeah,
Crawford stuff, and he
yeah,
was like Canelo, and then I listened to the video where he said Canelo was a B-level fighter, and he was like he was keeping it real in those videos.
right, right.
Then what bothered me was it feels like his audience, it feels like he's gaslighting and like race baiting them with all this
Yeah,
negative Crawford stuff, and I ain't really feeling that because it's like Crawford's a great fighter. Like
definitely.
he beat a fighter that he's better than. I don't
Hmm.
understand why that would bother so many people. Like, why do you think that is? Like, they just really
Listen,
love Canelo that much?
I'm telling you, it's just pure hate for Terrence Crawford. Like all these years, all the narratives they've been pushing against Bud, they thought he was away from Canelo. So they're like, okay, Canelo, the guy we're gassing up, Canelo is safe from Terrence Crawford. So we can keep pushing narratives, knowing that Crawford would never cross paths with Canelo. But the fact that Bud went up and he went at the guy that they've been gassing up, and They said all this stuff before the fight. Crawford's gonna get stopped. He's gonna get knocked out. He's gonna get exposed. And Bud just completely flipped it around against their guy. They can't live
Hmm.
with that. They for like right after the fight, they had nothing to say. It was all quiet and everything. Canelo fans was gone for like 2 months,
That's a
But
fact.
after Bud retired, and then Canelo, he did an interview and he was making excuses and stuff. All of a sudden, the Canelo fans resurrected from the dead. It's like, huh? And it's like, come on, bro. And I don't get the hate that Bud is getting for retirement. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. And I wanted to point out some double standards too with the whole retirement thing. They said they're upset with Bud retiring because they want to see him fight again. No, it's not that. The reason you're upset
Right.
with Bud retiring is because he retired with a clean, perfect record, and he left behind a legacy that these other fighters that y'all glaze wouldn't even attempt, let alone achieve. That's it.
Facts. That's facts.
And they can't take
Because
that. Yeah.
because that's all. That's 1,000% facts.
Mm-hmm.
Because the thing about it is, it's like, what more do you want him to do? He literally
Exactly.
did everything you can do. Like, he literally did everything you can do as a boxer. You got to remember, he's undefeated.
Facts.
He moved up. He beat the
Mhm.
guy that's the face of boxing. Canelo Alvarez is the face of boxing. He's the guy,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
He beat him, right?
Yep.
Stayed undefeated while doing it, took his belts, and became basically the man of the hour. It's
And they
like
hate
there's nothing else he can do after that better than that. So why would he keep fighting? And then he's 38 years
wanna-
old.
You know what they want to see? They want to see him lose. That's it.
Yeah, but
And
that's
even though
hater shit though.
that's
They're
haters.
claiming they're not haters, but that's hater. Only a hater would do that. Why would you why are you it's just like the Mills guy, Still Mills. He watched that Benavidez and Yar fight in the hopes that Benavidez would lose. That's hater
Yeah.
shit.
It's just haters. I don't know how you could watch a fight and then just sit there hoping for the dude to lose. Like, and then when the dude wins, you don't even want to give him the credit, even though
Yeah, you
in the
have to
build-up-
give him credit.
Yeah, even though in the build up in the fight, you're saying he's gonna get knocked out, he's gonna get exposed, and then the fight happens, complete opposite, and then you want to make excuses and nitpick. Like, what?
Right, because Canelo himself was saying Crawford was going to be an easy fight. That's easy
Exactly.
money. He's wearing a
Exactly.
shirt saying easy money. He's popping
Yeah.
wheelies on the bike.
Yeah.
He was saying it was going to be easy work. And then he got in there with him. The first 2 seconds of the fight, Crawford threw them right jabs
Yeah,
at him.
yeah,
I was
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
Crawford ain't
I
playing,
was like,
bro.
when
Crawford
I
ain't
seen
playing.
Bud come out and he land that jab, I already knew it's over. Because my
He
main
ain't playing.
question was, is Bud's speed and everything, is he gonna be like physically
Yeah.
okay at that weight? If that's the case,
Right.
easy work.
Exactly, because when the fight was first announced, I thought it was a dumb fight. I didn't
Yeah.
like it, like
Yeah.
2 different weight
Me too.
classes. I actually picked Canelo, believe it or not, because I
Yeah, at
thought
the
the
beginning.
weight,
The
because
weight.
Crawford been fighting at 68. I mean, excuse me, Canelo been fighting at 68 for all these years. Crawford's coming up. I thought that was going to favor Canelo to the point where Canelo wins. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Then I started thinking to myself, Crawford is technically more fundamentally sound. He is the better boxer. What if
Facts.
the weight don't bother him and he can just fight him? He fuck around and
See?
beat Canelo. And if
Beat
Canelo
Canelo.
were to lose, in a situation like that, it probably would be to somebody like Crawford. And then it
Exactly.
turns out I was right.
Yep, that's facts, bro. And we called it out. We literally broke it down. Me, you, Mirage, like we broke it
Yeah.
down to a T. And then, they were
Mirage,
quiet.
he said it too.
Yeah, for sure. After they were quiet at first, but then they just needed a long time to come up with excuses because it's hard to come up with excuses for a fight like that. Like the way
It
Crawford
is.
moved up and he defied all odds. You got to sit down for a long time to try to come up with an excuse, and that's what they did.
That's a fact. That's a fact
Yeah.
because it was like, and the guys that Canelo kind of beat, not
Yeah.
all of them, but a lot of them, they were like scared of Canelo.
Yeah.
Crawford wasn't scared of Canelo. He looked
No.
Canelo dead in the face and swung on him.
Yeah.
Likewise with Bivol. Them guys weren't
scared.
scared of Canelo.
They were scared, bro.
Them dudes were scared. Like I recently rewatched that Callum Smith fight.
Mm-hmm.
When he fought Canelo, he was scared for some reason. He was scared of
the
Canelo.
whole fight. He fought
He
scared
was
the whole
scared.
fight. Charlo did too.
Yeah, Charlo was
Malanga,
scared.
all these dudes.
He got scared. That's a fact. But Crawford and Bivol were not scared of that dude.
They
went
scared.
right at him.
And they had the skills to put shit together against them, and that's what happened.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I think you said this. Give you credit for this. You said Crawford's one of the best at like hitting you with sneaky shots you don't see coming.
Yes, in between the combinations. Yes, exactly. And
Canelo was not.
He can't handle that.
Yeah, Canelo was not ready for that. He was not ready for that.
He wasn't, bro. And I just saw one of your streams the other day where you was like, black fighters or black fans and black fighters have nothing to be jealous of, because like if you look at Canelo, the biggest losses he took was to black fighters. So why would we be jealous about Canelo being the face
That's
of boxing
facts.
or whatever? Like, who cares?
That's a fact. Somebody
Yeah,
on IBFP said that, and I was responding to that because
yeah,
I thought it was weird. I thought it was weird personally. It wasn't so much to like throw shade back because they're throwing shade. It
yeah.
came off like that, but that's not what it was. I thought that was genuinely weird to say because it's like,
It's weird, bro.
his best fight, I mean, the best losses he took were to black fighters.
Right.
Black boxing fans know this, so why would we be jealous? That was just weird to me. So I thought I'd put that out there.
And I just be looking at these comment sections and I just see all these racist comments coming from them, like these
Yeah.
Mexican fans in every fight, no
Yeah.
matter like with Shakur and Tio.
Uh-huh.
Shakur moved up to where Tio at and dominated him like 11 rounds to 1, cooked him. All you see in the comments is snack this, snack that. Like
Yeah.
they always nitpick something. And with the whole snack thing, it's like you notice how every time they mention snack, it's always Bud, Shakur, Devin. You never heard anybody talk about snack and mention Virgil Ortiz.
Right.
Bam.
Bam.
They wouldn't. Like only the black fighters, only the people they don't like.
Yeah, let's get into that because
Yeah.
now I was going back and forth. There was some drama that popped off, and it's like I never proclaimed to be anti-Latino. The issue I had was, why are you guys always going out your way to say something negative about black fighters?
Always.
But now I'm starting to think. Now lately, I've been embracing it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's like what they're basically telling me, in other words, is they think black fighters are the best. That's why they keep talking about it.
Yes, exactly. That's what I've been on lately too. I see the comments and they're saying, well, the narrative now is black fighters got to fight each other. Stop fighting Mexicans. So you're saying that you're saying black fighters is better than Mexicans. That's why you don't want them to fight anymore.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's like y'all don't even realize y'all throwing your people under the bus. Like, what you mean only black fighters only got to fight each other? What are you talking about?
Yeah, because I saw the thumbnails. I didn't listen to it. I saw the thumbnail, and I'm thinking to myself, like, y'all must think Keyshawn and Shakur are the best because y'all calling for them to fight.
They do, but they would never they would never admit it. But they definitely do deep down. They know that they're the best, and they wouldn't want Shakur Stevenson to fight any of those other Mexicans. Like actually, Devin Haney, he called out Xander Zayas. Xander isn't Mexican or anything, but he Latino. He wanted to move up to fight Xander. And people are mad about that. It's like, wait, you mad about him moving up to fight?
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Champion? Yeah, but like they saying, oh, he ducking Keyshawn, but Keyshawn is at 140, and he's calling out Devin to come up to him, and Devin wants to move up to 54. So why y'all mad at that? Because they know that Devin would beat Xander Zayas.
So I believe so too. I think he would beat him. And Keyshawn is a dynamic fighter. I like Keyshawn Davis. I think he's a great talent. I don't think he's ready for no Devin though. I really don't.
It's the experience difference.
The experience. Devin got a shit ton of experience. I don't think he's ready for that.
I agree with you. Though I do rate Keyshawn highly, like in terms of his potential.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, Keyshawn the truth. Yeah, Keyshawn the truth. Yeah, he the truth.
He's true. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I never was on none of that. I was just like, I just ain't feeling that. But them comments keep popping up. You get annoyed and it makes you respond. And then here we are going back and forth.
Exactly.
Because I've been fighting like crazy defending David Benavidez, who's a Latino, because they be hating on David Benavidez.
They hate on him. And honestly, with Benavidez, you see, it gets kind of complicated. Canelo is from Mexico. He was born and raised in Mexico. And he rose up to that position, the pound for pound number one position at one point in time. And they hold Canelo super close to their hearts because of that. Like he's from Mexico and he rose to that position. So even after the point when Canelo wasn't pound for pound number one, because he lost to Bivol right after he got undisputed and everything, and he had kind of like on a steady decline and everything, they still held him in that position. They kept glazing him in every fight and everything like that. And they hated Benavidez. He's Mexican American, and he has Ecuador in his blood and everything like that. If it's Mexican versus Mexican American, they go hard on the Mexican. Like they root super hard for the Mexican guy. Who was it?
Yeah.
De La Hoya and I think it was De La Hoya and Chavez.
Yeah. He kind of like I think
De La Hoya was getting hate. I think it was Chavez.
Yeah, it was Chavez, but I'm trying to think, was that Chavez's last fight? Because I remember when they fought.
I think so.
I think that was
He,
Chavez's
he
last fight.
basically
Yeah,
retired him. Yeah, he basically retired him. But
yeah, yeah.
De
I
La
remember
Hoya
that.
was getting a lot of hate because he wore the
Yeah, yeah.
American flag.
That's facts. That's facts. Because
Exactly.
he's
So
born.
it's like
He from L.A. He ain't from Mexico.
exactly. It's deep like that with them. Like they
Yeah, they be
Bene-
tripping off that. Yeah.
but I bet you if Benavidez, you know, he in the division C, and there isn't really any like top black fighters in that division. But I bet you if Benavidez were to ever fight some top black fighter, they will all be on Benavidez's side.
Facts. I was going to
They
say
will.
that.
Yep.
I was going to say that. That's
Exactly.
facts.
Yep. Even though they don't really rock with him, if it was him versus a black fighter, a top black fighter, they will all be on his side.
You know, the
Like,
thing, and to speak on Benavidez, it's like,
yeah,
you know, there's this thing going on where they want Benavidez to fight Opataya.
yeah,
The thing that's bugging me about that is none of these people that are Opataya fans or
yeah.
so-called fans,
Mhm.
they can't tell me why they like Opataya.
And
They're
that's the
just saying
thing.
he'll beat Benavidez.
I
I'm
was
like,
just on that
what's good
too.
about him?
I was
They
just on
can't
the
tell me
last
that.
train. I was just on the last train with Nuke, and I was like,
Yeah,
Jai Pataya, wait, what's so special about Jai Pataya? He got power, he knocks people out. But like, bro, his style is predictable. He fights damn
yeah.
near the same way every time, and his opponents are all low tier. I'm not trying to throw shade at him because he's in the weak division, so I get that. But I'm just saying, like, what's so super crazy and special? What makes Jai Pataya a monster, but not Benavidez a monster though?
Yeah,
But
because
Benavidez,
they never, when I was
yeah,
on their debate a while ago, they were just giving him props, but they never
yeah,
gave me nothing about his attributes, his skill, nothing. When I was talking about Benavidez, I was actually
yeah,
saying, oh, Benavidez is good for this reason, that reason.
exactly.
They weren't
It's
able to match that. They were just saying Opataya is going to beat
facts,
him. I'm
facts. It's
like,
just
that was weird. I didn't
I agree with
understand
you.
that. I was
I
kind
agree
of
with
caught
you.
off
It's
by
just
that.
it's certain fighters that they just choose to just like glaze. They don't talk about what they do in the ring. Like they'll take Johnny Beck, they'll take Opataya and then just hold him on a pedestal and say, "Oh, this is the guy." Like,
Yeah,
okay,
but never break down their skills,
never
none of
break
that
down their
stuff.
skill. But and this thing, they don't know what the skills are though. They can't break down the skills. They don't know what they'll. I was just in the stream and I had a debate with Real Talk and some other guys, and I was like, they were saying Tank has no skills. I said,
Oh, that's
what?
hate right there. Let's
And
get
I'm like,
into that.
okay,
Let's talk about
yeah,
Tank. That's hate right there. That's
that's
hate.
hate.
Who
Cause like
said
you
it?
can it was Nuke and Real Talk. We were just talking about Ryan and Barrios, and then it was damn near the whole panel. They was all like Tank got no skills. And I was like,
Oh,
okay,
that's hating right there, bro. They
yeah,
said that for real.
even Mills is not a Tank fan. He stepped in. He was like, you can't say Tank got no skills. You can say Tank is overrated. You can have that opinion, but you can't say he got no skills, bro. He's a skillful fighter. And I'm like, bro, even Mills is
Hey, hold on 1 second. Hey,
yeah.
BYU, let me get a little bit more with Onslaught, then I'll bring you up, if you don't mind.
Oh yeah, for sure. He could come
But
up whenever too.
they said yeah, let me like 5 more minutes and I'll bring him up. But
Yeah.
nah, it's the Tank that should let me say this about Tank.
Mm.
Now they're saying Tank ain't got no skills. That's cap.
That's super
Like,
cap.
you got to think.
Mhm.
When Tank fought Ryan Garcia, how did
Yeah.
he fight him? He
He
fought him in a more tactical manner,
he
back
boxed
foot,
him.
outboxed him. Then
Exactly.
he
He
stopped him,
outboxed.
right?
Yep.
Then how did he fight Frank Martin? His next fight.
Yep.
He was on the front foot, coming forward, hunting him
He walked
down,
him
and
down
then he
with the high
stopped him.
guard. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
He
So that's
fight
two
different
different
every
fighting
fight.
styles. That's two different fighting styles he displayed in two different fights.
Hella versatile.
That suggests he has skills.
And you know how I body bagged him with the whole Tank doesn't have skills thing? I said,
Yeah.
okay, look at Tank, his first world title fight. He fought Jose Pedraza.
Uh-huh.
Tank was coming up. They rushed him into a title fight. He was fighting like, you know how when you coming up, you just fighting nobodies and just getting experience.
Right.
They
Doing
rushed
your
him in the
name,
fight.
yeah.
Exactly. They rushed him in there with a title fight, a world champion, an undefeated world champion, and Tank was the underdog in that fight. And he brutally knocked out Pedraza. He like
With the
boxed the
work.
hell out of him. Yeah. And then Lomachenko fought that same guy years ago, years after. And he looked regular against Pedraza. Tank looked way more impressive against Pedraza than Lomachenko. So how did Tank beat Pedraza? What? No skills? How did he beat him then? He looked
Bro,
better than Loma.
Tank is one of the most skilled. The thing, like, I'll say this.
Yeah.
Yes, Tank, there's fights that were left on the table. I understand that.
100%.
I understand that.
Yeah.
I understand that. People that don't like Tank, this is for you. I understand that.
Yeah.
But that does not mean he does not have skills out this world. Tank is one of the top fighters to do this shit. I don't know why.
Thank you.
Like I said, people hate so much. they feel some kind of way, they'll just say all type of ridiculous shit. Tank ain't got no skills.
Exactly.
Bro, Tank is that dude, bro. Now,
He's that
outside
guy.
the ring, we don't agree with that shit outside of the ring. We're not even
Facts.
speaking on that. We're
Facts.
not co-signing that.
We
But
not
when it comes to
co-signing
what he's in the ring, because me, all I give a fuck about is what these niggas do in the ring. All that political shit
Yeah.
outside the ring,
We don't
I
care
kind of
about
shy
that.
away from that. But
Yeah.
when it's time to put gloves on and get in the ring, I want to talk about that.
Then we can
When it's
talk
time
about
to do
that.
that, Tank is A+, bro. Anybody denying that is a hater, bro. That's just what it is.
And I also pointed out too with Tank beating Leo Santa Cruz. Like
Uh-huh.
if Lomachenko beat
Great
Leo
win.
Santa Cruz, exactly, it's a great win. If Loma beat Leo Santa Cruz, that would be one of his best wins, if not his best win, straight up.
I agree with that. Because the
That's
fight,
it,
you know, there was a guy that Loma didn't fight.
Yeah.
But I honestly believe would have had a chance to beat Loma, in my personal opinion. When
Yeah.
Mikey Garcia is, right?
Yeah, Mikey. Yeah.
That was his fight, and it never happened, unfortunately.
He would have beat
I
Loma.
honestly, if that fight would have happened, I would have picked Mikey Garcia.
He would have definitely
Me
beat
personally,
Loma. Mikey
I would
Garcia
have picked
would have
Mikey.
definitely beat him. I agree.
If that fight would have happened, I would have picked. I got money on Mikey Garcia.
And they get mad.
I like Mikey Garcia. I think he could have beat Loma. Me personally,
cold. Mikey was cold.
Yeah, Mikey Garcia, nice. I like Mikey Garcia.
They get mad when we bring up Lomachenko, but it's like Loma is the perfect guy to expose all the double standards. When Lomachenko retired, he was 35 years old and he had like what 21 fights. He just won a title. Yeah, and then he had 3 guys in front of him that he could fight to go undisputed. He had Tank, he had Shakur, he had Keyshawn. Tank sent him an offer right there. Bob Arum was ready to make the fight, and then Loma said, "Nah, I'm unmotivated." And then he just
I remember that. I remember that. Yeah.
And they all said, "Oh well, yeah, he retired, but he's old." Okay, so he's old, but Bud Crawford's not old though.
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Them crazy ass, they be having these crazy ass double standards, bro. Like I don't know what's up with y'all, man.
These double standards are so crazy. It's like, so Crawford is 38 and he got 42. He got 3 times more fights than Loma, and he's 38. And they say, "Oh well, he doesn't have mileage on him." What? He's been fighting for 30 years. Lomachenko is 35. He has 21 pro fights. He only has 21 fights, and he got 3 champions ahead of him that he could fight to go undisputed. And he says, "Yeah, I know I couldn't go undisputed." Yeah, you know you couldn't go undisputed because you had to go through Tank and Shakur. It was, yeah. I mean, come on.
And not only that, when Devin went to 140, he vacated. He had another shot to get those belts. We would have had to fight Shakur, and he said no.
He
don't forget that.
Shakur. See, that's another thing. But they gave Lomachenko a free pass and act like he's some type of legendary type of fighter. But like if you look at his career, bro, come on.
But they hate on the homie Terrence Crawford like
and
that.
And then they want to hate
Terrence
on
Crawford. Terrence Crawford didn't do nothing but display greatness, bro. They're saying he got a. They're saying to speak on Crawford again. They're saying that he had a weak resume. He does not have a weak resume. They're saying Inoue got a better resume than him. Nigga, Bradis Prescott. Is better than 75% of the guys Inoue fought. And they're saying Terrence Crawford has a bad resume. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit, bro. This man beat champions in multiple weight classes, guys that were actually good fighters, and they're saying his resume is trash. They'll give Virgil Ortiz credit for stopping Mean Machine, but won't give Crawford credit for stopping him. Like just straight hater shit, bro. Straight hater shit. And these people say they know boxing, they'll fight you to the death about it, and they'll say ridiculous stuff like that. Like, it's just crazy, bro.
Resume thing is just ridiculous. Canelo, the win over Canelo is better than anything Inoue did in his whole career. Inoue got 2 names. And I'm not trying to discredit Inoue because I like him, but he got 2 names. He got Fulton and he got
Donaire.
You know how when somebody loses, right? And then they say, oh, does the win age good or does the win age bad? If it's a black fighter and he beats somebody and that dude goes on to lose, like Bradis Prescott, for example, they say, oh, this win age horribly. Look at Fulton after Inoue beat Fulton. He just got cooked by O'Shaquie Foster, the smaller man. He just got cooked by him. He looked regular against the Castro dude. Fulton, you could call Fulton a hype job if we being disingenuous, like how they talk about black fighters. We can just look at Fulton and say he a hype job, but they wouldn't do that though.
Exactly, and then nobody. And then I don't know nobody, because there's this narrative going on where black people hate on Inoue. I don't know nobody black that's hating on Inoue, saying he's hating on somebody is where you're saying somebody is not a good fighter when they are. I don't know nobody black that's doing that. And then the thing about it is, people are questioning Inoue's resume.
Yeah.
But nobody's saying Inoue is trash. Nobody's saying he shouldn't be on the pound for pound list. Nobody black has said that. Nobody.
I haven't.
They're just saying his resume is kind of light. That's about it.
Heard anybody say Inoue is trash? Nobody would have functioning brain is gonna look at Inoue and say he's not a good fighter or he's not a great fighter. He's
Exactly.
good.
Nobody's saying that. Nobody's
But
saying that.
we can look at his resume the same way y'all look at somebody like Devin Haney or Crawford and then just dismiss every win that they have in their whole career. All right, let's do the same thing with Inoue. Why not?
Exactly. Because
Yeah.
Inoue is a great fighter. I like
He's
Inoue.
great. I love him. He's great.
Exactly. There's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why they're saying that. Nobody black is saying he's trash. I don't know what's
Nobody's saying
going
that.
on.
They're trying to act like there's some type of hate campaign against guys like Inoue and Usyk, but I haven't seen anybody hating on Inoue and Usyk. You're just making stuff up. The hate is going towards guys like Shakur Stevenson, guys like Terrence Crawford, guys like Devin Haney. Those guys are the ones that's getting hate thrown at them.
Yeah.
Come on.
Speaking on Shakur Stevenson, I want to get your take. See if you feel this.
Yeah.
Now, I'll ask you about the Tio and Shakur stuff in a little bit. Let me say this though. Ryan just won his fight, as we know, and there's talks about him fighting Shakur. First, it was discussed at a 144 catch weight. Now they're saying Ryan is willing to go to 140. Nonetheless, Ryan is open to fighting Shakur, and Shakur is vice versa, right? He's saying he'll fight him.
Right.
This is, in my opinion, I feel that Ryan wants to fight Shakur because he just saw what Shakur did. Shakur just did some legendary shit.
Yep.
He just won his 4th championship in his 4th weight class.
Yep.
He moved up to do it. He beat a top elite guy to do it.
Yep.
And then not only that, he just sold out New York. New York's the biggest market. You do something like that in New York, you pretty much official. Pay-per-view numbers was crazy. I think Ryan is seeing all that, and he's like, you know what? I want to fight him. I honestly believe it's based on that. I really believe that.
That's the reason why. You know, Shakur, his name is popping right now, especially after that Tio fight. And Ryan, he just wants to, you know, he knows he's probably gonna lose, but like he's gonna, you know, gonna make money with that fight for sure. It's a
because Shakur just won the WBO Ring Magazine 2-time lineal. And it's like his 4th weight class. He's certified at this point.
He's certified.
Shakur's resume has greatly improved in the past 3-4 years. So you can't say he has a trash resume.
They can't say that.
It's idiotic to say he's not a good fighter. I'm not even going to entertain somebody saying that. That's just ridiculous.
And they can't say he's running either because he stood in front of Tio.
Exactly.
It's not his fault they can't touch him.
Exactly. Yeah. He only backed up when Tio was trying to hit him, but he came with that counter.
Exactly.
Because I knew that fight. Yeah, that fight played out exactly how I knew it was going to play out. I was like, Shakur has one of the best jabs in all the boxing. Tio's not a jab guy. He's just going to try to use athleticism and explosive to land big shots. That's not going to work on a guy like Shakur. And that's exactly what happened. He tried to do it.
Yeah.
Jab in his face, punch placements on point. You're out of range. You can't hit him. Got tagged up all night. And he got cut, and that was from a jab. That wasn't no headbutt. No, it's a jab.
All he did was use the jab the whole fight. He didn't need to do anything else other than throw the jab because Tio couldn't get past it.
Exactly. Couldn't do nothing with it.
He flexed on him for real. He finessed him. He just used his jab the whole fight.
Exactly. And came forward while doing it.
Yeah.
But they're still saying it. And like I said, that's not, like I said, people that, because somebody in the chat is saying that's boring. That's not boring.
It's not
people
boring.
That really appreciate people that understand and appreciate boxing are not bored by that. It's you silly motherfuckers that don't really understand boxing.
And that dude who just left that comment, I bet them the type of dudes who just want to see bar fights in the ring, like 2 people standing and just wailing on each other. Like, to me,
that's not boxing though.
That's boring. That's not boxing. That's boring.
It is boring. Hey, I got a controversial take.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're going to agree with this or disagree. I don't know. I got a controversial take. I've been wanting to say this, but I'm going to say this here.
Let's hear it.
I honestly think Canelo was a boring fighter. Canelo Alvarez.
In some of his more recent fights, yeah.
Because all he does, that slow pace, come forward, basic pressure style over and over again. To me, that's boring.
It's methodical, and it's like, you know, it's the same thing every round. I know in his more recent fights, I agree with you on that point. Not his older fights, though. He was more dynamic. He mixed it up more in his like older fights, like the Triple G one and stuff like that. But in his more recent, the Berlanga one, the Munguia one, the Ryder one, it's like the same thing. He moves forward with the high guard. He throws the overhand when you're on the ropes and stuff like that. It's like he doesn't jab. He doesn't use footwork to get better angles. He doesn't throw fast combinations, low output. To me, that's kind of boring, in my honest opinion. I agree with you 100%.
BYU, click the link and I'll bring you up. Click the link again.
It's like these same dudes, like they want to look at Shakur and say he's boring, or look at Devin and say he's boring. Like these the same dudes who look up to guys like Diego Pacheco, one of the
I
most
know
boring fighters
exactly.
in the sport. Or
Exactly.
yeah, it's like, and to me, I'll look at the fight with Ryan Garcia and Mario Barrios. For
Uh
me, you could have replaced that fight with Ryan hitting the Everlast bag for 40 minutes. It's going to be the
huh.
same thing. It's the same thing. there's no,
No,
there's
that's
no,
fact.
there's no intrigue in the fight. Even if you're gonna beat somebody up, like you could look at Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford. That's a fight. That's a beatdown. But
Right. That
Errol Spence
definitely.
was at least Errol Spence threw some punches for Bud to counter, or he initiated something for Bud to do something else. So it's a fight. Garcia versus Barrios wasn't a fight. It was a training session.
That's facts.
Not blaming it on Ryan because that's his opponent, but that's
Yeah. I was upset at Barrio because the thing about Mario Barrios,
yeah.
I know people that know his family, and he come from he come like he a Mexican dude, but he come from a family of real niggas, bro. Like he ain't to be played with outside of
The
boxing.
Mayan warriors and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
ain't gonna disrespect him. I ain't gonna do
Yeah.
that. I was just upset at like how he was fighting. It's like he didn't know how to box. That just bothered
I feel
me.
like
That just bothered me.
he just shot like he's just a shot fighter, like completely.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Bothered me.
Yo,
Yeah, we got you. What's good with it? BYU.
I think
Yo.
Shakur is like entertaining, in my opinion.
yeah.
Speak on it.
The same people who are saying Shakur is boring are the same people who say they want black fighters to fight each other.
Facts. It's the same people. That's the same crowd.
Yeah, that's facts.
And the whole black fighters fight each other is just don't fight us Mexican fighters. That's really what they're saying.
Right.
Yeah.
The thing that bothers me though is it's like if you like embrace, if you let's say you're a Mexican, if you say, you know what, I don't give a fuck, I'm gonna embrace these black fighters. I don't care. I feel like if you do that, you would enjoy boxing more.
Facts. I tell them every time, like, if you guys just stop being racist and just you will enjoy the sport. I can enjoy any fighter, whether you're from Japan, from Mexico. If they box good, I like it.
Because nobody black is mad that people think Usyk is the best. I think Usyk is the top fighter. Nobody
Usyk
black is mad about that.
I got Usyk
exactly.
on my number one spot too. Who cares? Like, yeah, he's a great fighter.
He's a great fighter. He beat the top heavyweights 2 times apiece. How can you argue that? Nobody black is mad at that. We fuck with
one
Usyk.
Single person. I haven't heard one single black person hating on Usyk. Everybody got him number one or close to number one.
Exactly. In a way, nobody black is hating on Bam Rodriguez. Like we fuck with Bam.
No, we mess with Bam. Bam is cold.
Bam kind of fight like a black fighter. You want to keep it real?
He definitely do. He
got that
footwork. That's black fighter shit.
Yeah.
What's up?
What do you think about Usyk fighting a kickboxer? Like what is?
Yeah, I was just talking. Did you hear the news, Solidus?
I heard something about he's fighting the kickboxer dude. He's
fighting a kickboxer dude with one fight. I don't really like it. It's trash.
Yeah.
If it's an exhibition, I would have no problem with it. But it is a pro fight, and the title is on the line, so that's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah, that's left field. Look like a tuna fight. I guess a big fight's coming after that. I'm guessing.
Probably. I think he's gonna fight. What's the dude name? Caballero. Probably afterwards. But it's weird. It's weird to have that as a title fight, though.
Yeah, that's that's left field. Yeah, I don't know if I want to watch that. I might. I guess since it's Usyk, I might peek.
Yeah, since it's Usyk, I might tune in. But
what y'all think about this? No, go ahead. Go ahead.
They more mad about Bud retiring than Usyk taking this fight.
Yeah, I just don't. I genuinely scratch my head over the Crawford stuff. I'm like, I don't get it, bro. It's like, what can he do better than beating Canelo? I don't get it. I don't get it.
They talk about he needs to fight Bivol. He needs to fight Tyson Fury. I'm like, yo, listen.
That's crazy, bro.
It's always gonna be somebody. Like, it's never gonna be enough anyway.
What you think Canelo's next move is going to be coming off this loss?
I got no idea.
Opponent in September is still a mystery. We don't even know who it is. Who you think that's going to be?
I can't imagine it's going to be a highly rated opponent. Probably just going to be a tune-up. I can't imagine him fighting somebody like Shiraz or none like that. Nah, he's not doing that. I don't know. I don't know why Canelo's even still. I know he has a contract and everything, but I don't know why he's still trying to fight after the Crawford fight. Like, he should just retire.
You feel he should retire?
I feel he should retire. I feel like that training camp for Crawford probably took the rest out of him. Like, I don't know. We'll see though. Maybe he still got something left in the tank, but I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I think he could probably do 1 or 2 fights, depending on
Probably,
the matchup.
yeah, exactly. Depending on the matchup, probably 1 or 2 more fights for sure. He could probably do that.
Because I heard a rumor that it might be in Billy. I honestly think at this point that's a bad matchup for him. Me personally.
That could be a bad matchup at this point for sure. Yeah. And Billy, he young, bro. Like he's not gonna stop. He's gonna come forward. I mean, Canelo's a better boxer than him, but he's gonna come forward and just like try to damn near steamroll Canelo. I don't know about that. That might be a bad matchup.
What's good with it, Hamed? Hamed Boxing in the chat.
Oh yeah, shout out Hamed.
Yeah, so yeah, I think Canelo probably got 1 or 2 more fights left, depending on who he fight. I don't think he's in a position where he can just fight anybody like he used to.
Nah.
So I don't think he's in that position.
He ain't got no belts.
Yeah.
I know one thing for sure, that the WBC gonna put that belt on a silver platter for Canelo though, for sure. They're gonna do whatever they can to get that back to him.
I want to say this for the Canelo fans. I think Canelo is great because the Canelo fans think I hate Canelo because he's Mexican and ridiculous stuff like that. I just want to say this because I know they listening or they're going to listen to the playback. It ain't no hate towards Canelo. He's one of the best. There's just he's like a great fighter, but in a limited way. Like there's certain things he's not good at doing, like footwork, jab, and all that.
Right.
And I like fighters that are highly skilled. That's like Crawford, guys that can do everything. Fight forward, backwards, jab, combinations. Canelo ain't doing all that. He's kind of like just the same thing.
He can't do everything. He can do some things very well. He has his style and he's been using it, and it works consistently against like that level of opposition. But a guy like Crawford who can do everything, we see the difference.
Exactly. Yeah. That's the only issue. They take it like I hate him because I said that. Like, it ain't hate, it's just facts.
You know how the Canelo fans are, man. You know how they.
What y'all think about just announced Conor Benn versus Regis Prograis? What you think about that?
Oh yeah, that's I guess that's a fun fight. It's not really much behind it, but I know they're getting paid. That's for sure. With that Zuffa, what's his name again?
Zuffa boxing.
Yeah. I think Conor Benn's getting paid 15 M's for that fight. That's crazy.
Yeah, I saw that.
Regis is done.
Yeah, it's a 1-fight deal. He's getting like 10 million or more. That's what I saw. Me personally, I actually don't mind this fight. I don't
mind it.
I can see myself enjoying this. I know Prograis kind of up there, but shit, I think he can give you a scrap.
Yeah, so
he can give you a scrap. I don't mind it.
I don't mind it either. I think it's good. It's just a fun fight. Not much behind it, just a fun little fight.
Yeah,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Yep. He said, "No, you hate when we call out Terrence Crawford's BS." What BS?
Ask him what's the BS. Yeah.
What's the BS?
Beating Canelo's BS all 12 rounds, cooking him.
He probably going to say he didn't pay his sanctioning fees, bro. That's not your money. That's not your money. That's like, you are a fan. You should be worried about what these guys do in the ring. That's not your money. He's paying.
Yeah.
Like, he don't want to pay it. They're talking like people were mad about that. They're making it sound like, oh, he didn't take my money to pay it. Nigga, that's not your money. If you don't want to pay it, you don't want to pay it. That ain't nothing to be mad about.
Bring up money all this time. Like, I was debating with another Canelo fan, and I was telling him, like, yeah, Crawford, he's levels above Canelo. Canelo said it himself. He was like, yeah, that's true, but Canelo gets paid more. I'm like, we talking about boxing. If you want to talk about the Forbes list, you could talk about that. But like, at the end of the day, Canelo's money only benefits his family. It don't benefit any of his fans. And these are the same people who will turn around.
Keep that shit real. That shit real, Onslaught.
And these are the same people who will turn around and say, oh, Floyd Mayweather ruined boxing. You literally
right. He's doing the same thing Mayweather's doing. Canelo. I told you, man, something wrong with him, bro.
I can't take these people seriously.
For real, something wrong with him. See, that's why when you actually factor all this in, it makes sense why I was beefing with them, because it's like they say these ridiculous things, they psych themselves out, they think they're right, they're talking about shit that really don't got nothing to do with boxing. When I could have swore we're talking about boxing, I don't understand, bro.
They bring up everything else, man. Like, it's crazy. I just can't take them seriously sometimes. Like,
hold up.
Yeah.
Did you think Lesnar had a chance with Crawford though? Like,
so to fight him, like beat him in a fight?
Yeah, I'm asking Enod that. Like, come on.
Oh, what is he even talking about? He said Lester
He said
Martinez
Lester Martinez
fighting
about
for the
Lester
best.
Martinez fighting the best, when in all reality he would never give him a title shot. He's saying
What?
that Crawford didn't give Lester Martinez a title shot.
Bro,
That's
what
what he
is he
criticized him for. That's what I'm
bro?
saying. Ridiculous.
Is they just be bro? They just so ridiculous. I'm like the nitpicks and the depths they go to bring up stuff.
Exactly. They sound so stupid.
Sounds so dumb. In what universe is Lester Martinez beating Crawford? They wouldn't even. They in the same gym. They got the same coach. They wouldn't even fight each other. What are you talking about,
Exactly.
bro? You can't take these people seriously, bro. Like,
I remember when it was rumored that he might go down to 160 and fight Janibek. They were
he was,
hyping Janibek up like he's the new Canelo, like he's going to beat
and
Crawford or something. Like,
it's
bro, y'all
crazy.
don't like Janibek like that. Y'all
And
do not like Janibek like that.
they don't even, bro. These people who hype up Janibek didn't even watch any of his fights, bro. And they can't name
Exactly.
5 people he beat.
Exactly. I said that on one of my earlier lives I did a while
Yeah.
ago. Like, y'all don't even like Janibek. Y'all just want him to beat Crawford for whatever strange reason. But I don't understand, though. It shouldn't make you that mad that Crawford beat Canelo, because if you actually understand boxing, it's like Crawford's the better fighter. It just is what it is.
They
You can
can't
be a
live with it.
Canelo fan and say that he's the better fighter.
They can't
Like,
live with it.
let me say this. I like David Benavidez. Everybody knows that. They know I'm a David Benavidez fan.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to lie for David Benavidez. I actually think Bivol is a better boxer than Benavidez. And if they were to actually fight, I kind of favor Bivol.
I've been saying that
Even
too.
though I'm a Benavidez fan.
I've been
See,
saying
I
the
can
same
keep
thing.
it real. Canelo
They
fans
can't.
can't keep it real.
They
They
can't
can't.
keep it real, bro. They can't keep it real.
They'll get up here and lie and say Canelo's better than everybody because they're a fan, even though he's fighting a guy that's better than him. Like, you're supposed to be able to keep it real as a boxing fan and say,
They
nah,
can't
he
do
is
that,
better,
man.
but whatever.
Because the
Because
guy
I
he was
actually,
fighting, yeah.
I favor Bivol. If that fight ever happens, I don't know if it's
Yeah.
going to happen or not. If that
Yeah.
fight ever happens, I'm a Benavidez fan. That's my guy, David 300 all day.
Yeah.
I'm a favorite Bivol in this, man. Bivol got that technical game on lock. Might be able to
Boxing
get
wise,
Benavidez.
you gotta favor B-boy. That's not even like a, these, like you said, you keeping it real. It's not about who you're a
Exactly.
fan of. Boxing wise, you gotta give B-boy the edge there because stylistically he keeps range very well. He knows how to use his jab. He has footwork.
Uh-huh.
Not saying Benavidez can't win. That's a winnable fight for Benavidez. It's just
It
that
is.
you have
It
to
is.
give the slight edge to B-boy in that fight.
Right. Because I
And
feel
this,
like if you were a true boxing fan, Canelo fan or not, you should have known that Crawford is technically better than Canelo.
yeah, for sure. For sure. They knew deep down. They just never wanted. They really never even wanted this fight to happen. Not because of they think it's a ridiculous fight with the weight. They just had that they were fearing that 1% chance that Crawford will just beat Canelo and it'll destroy their whole world. And that came to reality. Like they couldn't handle it for real.
And you was right though. A lot of them dudes did disappear after that. A lot of them dudes, like, I want to say November, maybe they started popping back up. I want to say, but I remember all of September and October, it was kind of dead over there in Canelo world.
Man,
I remember that.
The boxing streets was so beautiful. Like the rainbows was out. We was all walking down the street. It was beautiful. Next thing you know, Crawford retires. Canelo does some interview. He talking about his back hurt or his hand hurt or whatever. And then next thing you know, all the Canelo fans pop out of their graves and just resurrect like zombies, walking around talking crazy, like
that Resident Evil shit.
Yeah, like where y'all come from?
That shit was crazy as hell.
Yeah.
No,
Let me get y'all.
They say to play Benavidez now. That shit's funny.
Fight Benavidez, yeah.
Canelo.
Let me get y'all.
Yeah.
Let me get y'all take on this. Now, Onslaught, you probably BYU is new. I don't know if he knows this, but I know you know this. Y'all know I'm a Devin Haney fan, right?
Yeah.
Now, what's up with all the hate? Does the hate and disrespect does Devin Haney get? Is that shit warranted or is that shit like jealousy or something? What's your opinion on that?
I've always said that it's unwarranted. I'm not a big Devin Haney fan. Like I like him. I watch his fights and everything, but I'm not like a big Devin Haney fan or anything. But the hate towards him specifically is crazy, bro. Like he didn't do anything to deserve the level of hate that he's getting. Like they hate this man with a strong passion, just like they do with Crawford. And it's like, what did he do to deserve that level of hate? Oh, he beat Lomachenko, and then you guys want to cry robbery. That's why, right? Oh, he moved up and he became a champion at 140, and then he became a champion at 147. Oh, he's moving up and winning titles, and he's undefeated. That's why. It is what it is.
I don't get it though, because these guys claim they're boxing fans. He's
They're
literally
not.
doing what a boxer does. He's willing to fight whoever. He has a good resume. He's fought guys, strong guys. He
Yep.
fought Lomachenko.
Yep.
He won. I felt he won. A lot of people felt that he lost. I thought he won.
I thought he won
But
too.
it's like, I don't understand the hate he gets. I don't get it. I genuinely don't. I'm not even trying to troll. I am a Devin Haney fan. I'm not trying to come off biased though. I don't really get that. I don't understand.
And I wasn't even. Yeah. Go ahead.
Is it because he don't knock people out? Like, I honestly don't, because you can't say he's not a good fighter. That's just ridiculous. So I don't know if I can accept that.
He's definitely a good fighter. He's definitely a good fighter. But Haney himself, I'm just on the same page as you. I'm confused why he gets that much level of hate. You know what I mean? He getting in the Ryan Garcia fight, he got more hate than Ryan, who tested positive for PEDs. It's like,
right. And then not only that, in the Ryan fight, to touch on that, he got dropped 3 times, right? But he got up every time and he finished the fight.
I respected the hell out of him.
They're making it seem like he got stopped by Ryan. He didn't get stopped.
Ryan was on PDs and he couldn't even finish the job. Like Devin showed a lot of heart in that fight. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't get it. Now they're saying that it's because he sued. That's a 50-50 situation, because you got to understand. The fight was agreed at 140. Ryan doesn't abide by that. He's because you're a boxer. It's your job to come in at the weight you agreed to fight at. That's your job, right? You don't do that, so you're not doing your job. You're being irresponsible. That's what Ryan did.
Tell
right?
that dude in the chat. Ryan just threatened to sue Shakur on Twitter the other day. What is he talking about?
He did what?
Ryan just threatened to sue Shakur Stevenson for defamation on Twitter the other day.
Oh, I didn't even know that. For real?
Yep. Because he said that, because Shakur said that Ryan was on PEDs. And then
Ryan
said, "I'm gonna sue you for defamation." So let's see what these fans got to say about that.
I bet $1 million they don't have a problem with him suing.
Absolutely not. They show up to the court.
That's crazy. But the thing is, Ryan was being irresponsible. He didn't come in that weight, and then we find out later he tested positive.
Yeah.
But it's like Devin Haney was legally in legal rights to sue. So it's like, knowing that, you can't really get mad. They're still mad. I don't understand that.
Devin Stu is the only way they can point a finger at Devin Haney in that situation, because Ryan Garcia tested positive for PEDs, and the bout rightfully got overturned, and they can't live with that. Like, really, they don't even care about the PEDs. They're okay with it. Like, they'll call out guys like Terrence Crawford and Shakur, guys who never tested positive for PEDs, for being on snap or whatever. But the dude who actually tests positive for PEDs, like Ryan and Canelo's whole team, everybody in Canelo's team, act like that shit don't exist. You know what I mean? Yeah,
when you bring up the Canelo shit, they'll make a million excuses about why he got caught and all that. He got tested positive and all that. And they'll make it seem like you said, like it never happened. Like, there's really no reason to even bring that up, because they're just going to come up with the most ridiculous arguments, anything they can think of. And it's like, I might just leave that shit alone.
Excuses like you ever heard, like crazy. Mexican taco meat, whatever. Like,
exactly. Like, I can't even.
Can't get involved in that. A whole team where everybody tests positive for PEDs.
Exactly, that's a fact.
Imagine
Oscar
if they was all
Valdez,
black.
all them dudes.
Imagine if the Bomax team tested positive for PEDs. Imagine if Keyshawn, Bud, and Shakur tested positive. The whole team.
It would be like if Crawford would have lost to Canelo. We would never hear the end of it.
Exactly. You would never hear the end of it.
Exactly. So I don't get it, man. A lot of this shit is clown shit. I don't know what's all the hate about, and all this is. I don't know, man. These people claim they know boxing, they love boxing or know boxing, but their actions is like telling me otherwise. That's why it's like I gotta push back on that.
Dude, he left a comment. He said Ryan will sue for defamation, not battery. Stupid. I'm not gonna lie. Devin suing for battery is funny as hell, bro.
Yeah, it is.
That's
I understand that. I understand that.
I understand that though. Him suing for battery is hilarious, but yeah, like you said, he was in his legal rights to sue.
Yeah, that's what kind of like puts a cushion on it. Like, well, legally he had a right to do that, so you can't. Just
why they get mad at it? To me, it's just funny. Seeing Devin sue for battery is just hilarious.
Yeah, it is. I'm not mad at them for that. But when it comes to boxing, though, I don't get why they so anti-Devin Haney. It's like he's willing to fight anybody. He just sat there and watched Brian Number Jr. damn near kill this Asian dude, and he said, "I'm gonna fight him next." And they still like fuck Devin Haney. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't understand that.
and it's crazy because before the Brian Norman fight, as usual, they say, "Oh, Brian Norman's gonna knock Devin Haney out." Devin, he's fighting a guy who's young, his same size. He's
Right.
you know, he's gonna get KO'd. And then after Devin Haney beats Brian Norman in a dominant fashion, which even to me was like shocking and impressive, like the way he dropped him and just cooked him. Oh, Brian Norman's a hype job now. All of a sudden,
Yeah.
After Haney, he's a hype job.
Yeah, that's a fact because a lot of people were saying he was going to knock Haney out. I knew Haney was going to win. I'm like, man, he's a better boxer than this dude. All he got to do is just not get knocked out and he's going to win. He's not. Brian Norman Jr. is not outboxing no fucking Devin Haney. That's not happening, bro.
That's not
so
happening.
I'm like, I know he's going to win. He's going to keep that jab in his face. He's going to tactically outbox him. It's going to be a win for Devin Haney. That's exactly what happened. That drop he did on him, that was impressive.
Man,
caught him with the left and he came back with the right. Okay, that's what's up, Devin.
Impressive. Yep, that was hella. And they'll call that boring. Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't boring.
I was locked in that whole fight, man.
That was the fight of the night. To be honest, well, let me not say that. Because that Abdullah Mason and Sam Nose fight was really good.
Abdullah Mason and Sam Nose. That one was.
But the most anticipated fight on that whole fight card was Haney and Norman. Nobody really gave a fuck about that Benavidez and Yard. Everybody kind of knew what was going to. Well, the real boxing fans knew what was going to happen.
Yeah.
They knew what was going to happen, bro. Yard, you straight, but you ain't fucking with David 300. We knew that.
With Yard, they was hyping Yard up. I was in all those streams. They was saying Yard is gonna KO Benavidez. Mills was like, "There's no way Benavidez will KO Yard and all that shit." And I'm like, "Dang, y'all really hold Yard that high? Let's see if y'all keep the same energy after Benavidez puts him to sleep." And you seen what happened. Now Yard is a hype job. Now Yard is a bum. They say Yard is at like the same level as Mario Barrios. Is like he didn't go to war with Kovalev and Beterbiev, but it is.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. They say stuff like that.
It's crazy. They hating on Benavidez now. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a day when all these dudes is gonna be Benavidez fans. They're acting like they've always been a fan. I'm telling you.
That's facts. That day is coming too because Benavidez is his portfolio is just getting bigger and bigger. It's just going to keep getting bigger. It ain't slowing down no time soon.
One of the fighters I respect the most in the whole sport. He moving up from light heavyweight to cruiserweight. That's 15 pounds, bro.
Exactly.
And
he's willing to fight everybody. It's like the fights he didn't get were fights where people didn't want to fight him. Because like I said, when he fought David Morrell, he didn't even have to do that fight. He took that fight because Morrell was talking shit. He did not have to fight David Morrell. He literally said he's talking shit, saying he can beat me. That's why I'm fighting him. That's literally why that fight happened.
That's why
you go back and watch that. Yeah, you go watch that interview he did with Andre Ward. He said that's why he's fighting David Morrell, because Morrell's talking shit. He's saying he can beat me. People saying bullshit that I'm ducking him. I'm about to go fight this dude. I don't give a fuck.
That's that.
He did not have to do that.
That's that throwback, like, this dude's talking trash. All right, come see me. Like, not the diva Canelo. I don't want to fight with Mexicos and all that.
Exactly.
Or even Tank saying, "Oh, you got to send me 2 Ferraris." And no, Benavidez you talking trash. I'm coming to you right now. Like, that's throwback boxing. Yeah,
exactly. Let's get it in.
I respect.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't know how you can hate on that. It's the hate he got, the hate he was getting. It should have stopped right when he did that. It should have stopped right there.
Even
tried to fight Bivol.
Nah, man.
He tried to fight Bivol, but Bivol, had a health injury. I understand that, but he wanted to fight him. But
he want to fight.
That didn't happen.
He get unlucky sometimes because he's like in at the wrong time. He comes there at the wrong time, and these dudes just have whatever problem they got going on. They have an injury or whatever, but he's there to fight them though. And he don't wait on people either. Oh, Bivol's not here. Beterbiev's not here. Okay, I'm going up to the next best thing. Like, I respect it. Canelo was moving like that.
Because that Zerto fight, Zerto ain't no bitch. I like Zerto. I think Benavidez will win, but that's going to be a tough fight, bro, because Zerto ain't no bitch. Zerto ain't no bitch.
That's a tough fight, too. Like, and, moving up 15 pounds, if Benavidez can keep his speed at cruiserweight, that's a problem for Zerto, man. Like, with them combinations and just moving forward, man. If he stops Zerto or just dominates him, he got to be in the top 5 pound for pound for that, for sure.
Yeah, he pulled that off. He's definitely top 5. He's close to it right now. But if he stops Zerto, or if he beats him in dominant fashion, either one, he's definitely got to be top 5. He's on there. To be honest with you, I'm expecting that to happen. I got Benavidez winning this fight. I just know that Zerto is going to be competitive.
Yeah, for sure. I'm on the same page as you. I got him beating Zerto, but it'll be, a little competitive. Zerto is a good fighter for sure. And if Benavidez can, carry everything up, I feel like he gonna get him for sure.
Right.
Yep.
That's how I got that. But that's gonna be a good one. I'm looking at that. So yeah. But yeah, I'm still tripping off that Tank shit though. They said Tank ain't got no skills. That's just hating at his finest right there.
Yeah. And I went and I listed off all the skills Tank got. I talked about he has great counter punching ability, good footwork. He, all the baits and counters, hand speed, combinations, punch selection, timing, everything. And I said that all that I laid everything out, and they said, okay, well, it doesn't count because he's not fighting anybody. I said, you're not fighting anybody. Leo Santa Cruz, 4-division world champion, is a nobody.
That's crazy, bro.
Nobody. Ryan Garcia is a nobody. Like, what are you talking about?
What up, Rose Maverick? What's good? Yeah, I don't get it, bro. It's like these guys don't appreciate boxing like that. It's like they're fans of a fighter, but not the actual sport. Because I just don't see how you can say Tank's not a skilled fighter. That's just crazy right there.
They don't know what skills are. That's what it is. They don't know what they say Tank's not a skilled fighter. Ask them to name what the skills are.
Hey, hold on. Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That One Ballers dude is like on Nuke's live talking. He's like fucking lying on our name. He's like, Solidus-T is live with Onslaught, BYU glazing bud. I'm like, he's like, I'm barely talking. What the fuck? This dude's a fucking liar.
We not glazing anybody, bro.
Yeah,
a bunch of different topics, bro. We're not glazing anybody.
Yeah, that shit is crazy.
I'll probably go hop on IBFP panel after this.
I'm not going over there. I told you, I'm not going over there. Like, I'm done with that fucking clown.
Yeah, I still go over there though, just to I want to stand in front of the fire. I'm not backing down on any.
Wait, hold up. I have a question for Solidus-T. How do you put up with those guys? Like, those dudes are clowns over there.
I mean, it was annoying. I was getting irritated. The thing is, my problem with them is if you say something that's factual, it don't even got to be something that goes against what they believe or whatever. It's just something that's true. Their way of pushing back is by trolling you and calling you names.
That's all exactly. Like I had like 6 days ago now, I confronted Nuke about him like flip flopping, and I have like 4 dudes like insulting me. I'm like, I'm not here to insult you guys. I'm trying to talk. I have like Park Street, Jigglypuff insulting me. I'm like, I'm not gonna insult anybody. I'm trying to talk here.
Me neither. I don't do it with the insult either. I just talk boxing. Like, and you being the IBFP panel, it's like 10. You debating 10 people at the same time, but it's okay.
And then
that's what I'm saying.
And you have N1 Ballers in the comments like, I was crying. Like, I was not crying, bro. I was just trying to talk.
Yeah, I understand why y'all wouldn't, want to go on there, but I like when I'm standing there and I'm debating against each one of them because I just want to call out everything like right there against all of them.
Yeah, because the thing is, it's like you got then you say something, right? What you're saying is true, but they don't want to hear it. Now you got to argue against like 5 or 6 people. Yeah. And it goes on for like an hour. And it's like, I don't really want to get caught up in that. I want to just talk boxing. And then it's like, I don't like that because that's how the beef with me and Dude started way back in last year. Because it's like, I was pointing out things about Canelo that's actually true. If you watch him fight, you'll see what I'm saying. It got exposed when he fought Crawford. His response was to talk shit about me outside of boxing. I'm thinking he's going to counter me with boxing facts. He didn't do that. He just started talking shit about me. And I'm like, what the fuck? That's when I started kind of losing respect. Cause it's like, why can't we keep this shit boxing, bro? And then that's what got me on the collision course where we got to disrespect and all that. And then I'm trying to debate Steel Mills. I couldn't even talk to the guy because 5 or 6 people kept jumping in. I couldn't even talk to him.
That's how it is. That's how it is. It's a hostile environment. But, I just bring the facts to the table against them. I'm confident that whatever facts I bring to the table, they're not going to be able to handle it every time.
And then somebody in the chat said something about, I said gay stuff about Real Talk Combat and Clavo. Honestly, I'm not going to get on some anti-LGBT. I mean, I'm not gay or bisexual, of course, but I'm not going to get on no anti. I don't want to hear men say gay things to each other. I don't want to hear that shit, bro. No disrespect if people are like that. I don't want to hear it because Clavo says some shit like, nigga, I don't want to hear about another man doing this with another man. Like, and they do that shit a lot. That's funny to them. They laugh about shit like that. And I don't be feeling that shit. So I'm like, I don't want to hear that either. So that's
Nah, for
another
sure.
thing. Then Real Talk Combat talking about he be giving dudes head and shit. I don't want to hear that shit. So, because one
Yeah.
time I was on there, he said some shit like that. I was like, bro, I don't want to hear that, bro. So that's another reason why I don't like going on. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
men make lewd comments to each other
Yeah.
and shit. Like, nah, bro.
Yeah, I'm not on that either, man.
Yeah, so
But yeah, like I'm about to go as soon as this stream's over. I'm about to go over there and say everything, all the stuff that these, everything we were talking about over here. I'm gonna cook them over there with the same thing.
yeah.
Bring
Shit,
up
I
the
might, because
Yeah.
I said I wasn't gonna go over there no more, but I
Yeah.
might slide too if in a little bit, like, because I might,
Okay. Shit,
I
for
might
sure.
want to be on, I might want to be on some bullshit.
Definitely.
But that's what happened though, so that's what got me
Mhm.
on the bad thing with them. But got Hamid boxing on here. Hamid was good. Hamid.
Yes, brother. Yes, man. Yes, I just was listening earlier on. I was on the way back home, and I just thought I'll try and jump on because, you know, I got nothing against anyone on that channel or the guy, but like to me, since stuff happened after a couple of months, a lot of the guys on the panel, you know, I won't name any names. A lot of the guys in the comments, to me, it just seems like it's become like some sort of a big like a brigade against Crawford, and I'm just at the point where, like, you know, the guy's retired, the fight's done, it's been 5 months. Like, I understand a lot of the guys on there or the guys that, you know, subscribe to the channel are Canelo fans, but like, you gotta let that go. Like, you know, I got nothing against anyone particularly apart from that comeback talk. I don't really like that guy. I'm just gonna say the guy's name because like I can't listen to him. Particularly,
He said who?
The G comeback talk.
Oh.
But anyway,
Oh
I'm just
yeah,
gonna say,
Yeah.
the fight's done. Like, Crawford won fair and square. There was no rematch clause. Canelo, I believe Canelo didn't have a rematch clause. So, like, to me, I wanted Crawford to fight maybe a middleweight if he was gonna fight. But with what's going on in boxing and what happened with Janabek, I think Crawford probably did the right. Crawford did the right thing.
Right.
100%.
That's fact.
I don't blame him. Like, you know, if Mayweather was to be offered a fight with Crawford, I'm sure Crawford would probably come back for something like that because that's like something bigger than the Canelo fight. But apart from that, I don't see what else is left. Like, maybe he could have won a middleweight title, but like for Canelo, he chose to go down that route. He could have fought David Benavidez a couple of years ago.
That's facts.
I love these guys were defending Canelo, and for years they were attacking Benavidez. So, you know, a lot of guys that are arguing with me as well. They're telling me, like, you know, Benavidez was to blame. But I even said years ago that if guys like Jaime Munguia, guys like Edgar Belanga, you know, some of them, maybe it wasn't Canelo's fault. I'm not going to say all of those guys. Like, at that point, Canelo shouldn't have fought him. But if you could fight Charlo, if you could fight guys like John Ryder, like, you should have fought Benavidez. And when you didn't, like the Crawford fight, that all blew up in their face and in Canelo's face. And now that's on Canelo and his team, like, for prioritizing it. But Crawford went fair and square. Like, I don't understand why so many people are still going on about that fight. Like, you got to move on. You got to let it go.
Exactly. It's not even that serious. See, everything he said is facts. I'm in boxing speaking facts.
All
like
facts.
it's
That's
not. I don't understand that. What's up?
That's what I tried to tell them over there, but they labeled me as a Crawford fanboy.
As usual.
Yeah, like that's all facts. Like, it's like you got to move on. That shit was 4 or 5 months ago. He lost fair and square. Crawford didn't cheat. Like, he was just a better fighter and a better man that night. He won. It's like, and then like Hamed was saying, there was other directions that Canelo could have did that he didn't do that kind of left a bad taste in people's mouths. Like, you can fight Edgar Belanga, you can fight these guys. Why you don't fight Benavidez? It's calling you out. It's a championship fight and he don't want to do it. And then you fight Crawford, it blew up in his face, like he said, and it's like, it's all facts. But somehow Canelo doesn't get no criticism for that. Go ahead.
They got 1,000 excuses for every one of those fights that Canelo took. Every single one of them, 1,000. Benavidez is right there, and they got 1,000 excuses. As soon as Crawford beat Benavidez, now all of a sudden he got to move up and fight Benavidez.
Exactly. Or the Bivol fight. I know.
Or Bivol,
I'm gonna keep it real. There was two sides to that. Like, I could understand, you know, there was a stipulation or like a there was a bit of a disagreement over the weight in the rematch. But my point is, if you weren't gonna fight Bivol in a rematch or Benavidez, like at that point, I think you're asking to be criticized. And
Yep.
you know, look, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with being a fan of a certain fighter, but you gotta be objective as well, and you gotta try and keep it real. Like,
Fact.
and like I did pick Crawford, but I even said when he was fighting guys like Munguia and Belanga, that's what I was even saying. Before that, I thought Canelo was the favorite, but after that, I was thinking if you can't knock these guys out, I think Crawford is more skilled than him.
Yes, that's
But
what we were trying to tell him.
I still thought it was a risky fight. Like at 38, moving up that much weight, being that inactive, and like to me, there should be no excuses. Like Crawford didn't test positive. He didn't cheat, like you said. Like Crawford done fair and square.
Not even close to being excuses. And to add on that, the reason why Canelo picked Terrence Crawford is because he viewed him as vulnerable. He saw his performance at 154, and he saw that it was the most competitive performance of his career. And he thought of Crawford adding 2 weight classes to that. He thought it would be like the Charlo fight. And the way he spoke leading up to the fight reflected that. He said it was easy work. It's an easy fight, blah, blah, blah. That's the way Canelo viewed the fight. And it
that's 1,000% facts.
And it flipped on him. And it flipped on him. And his fans viewed it the same way because we were in the IBFP streams and they're saying, Park Street saying Canelo got a better jab than Crawford. Ridiculous. Like,
I remember when he said that. Yeah, I remember when he said
that. I was like, this dude is
Park Street's crazy as hell.
And Park Street recently, shout out to him. He said he started boxing and everything. And it gave him a whole different outlook on the sport. Like he said, like he found out that there's like 7 different types of jabs. And I'm like, now if you were to look back on Crawford and Canelo, you wouldn't say that Canelo got a better jab than Crawford because you actually got a little bit of experience in the ring. That's the thing. These people can't really appreciate boxing. Like,
but this is what happens when you're emotionally invested.
Yeah.
Or you're like so going off on emotions. I was even saying like Madrimov and Canelo fight nothing alike. Madrimov's quicker on his feet, and I don't think that was a great performance for Crawford, but I thought he won. Like he edged it out. Like it was a close fight, but Madrimov I thought had a different style, completely different style, and he was quicker as well. Like I was even saying he was tricky. He was Eastern European with quicker feet. Canelo is way slower on his feet, and everything I said happened in the fight. Like
all the stuff you're bringing up. That's facts. They can't look at the fight and analyze that point you just made about the footwork and stuff. They don't know anything about this stuff. Like styles make fights. Crawford fighting Madrimov. Crawford fights at long range and he's a counterpuncher and he's fighting somebody who, has this footwork. He's moving around a lot. He's throwing a bunch of feints. It's really difficult for somebody with Crawford's style to deal with somebody like Madrimov, but he made it work. Canelo's style is the opposite of that. He moves forward. He doesn't have that much footwork. His punch selection is predictable. He doesn't have a jab. Yeah, we knew what was going to happen.
I thought Crawford did better than I initially thought. Like, because I had that 9 rounds to 3. Some people had it wider. Like, I know the judges were trying to favor Canelo, but I thought Canelo got cooked. Like,
I had 9 rounds 3 as well. I had 9 rounds to 3.
Second half,
I had 11-1. Keeping it real with y'all. The only round I'm keeping it 100. The only round that I thought Canelo did good, where it's okay, Canelo was round 5. I thought all the other rounds, Crawford was winning those exchanges. He had an answer for everything he did. He kept that jab in his face. He was landing better combos. I thought Crawford. I thought I had it 11-1 Crawford.
9-3. 9-3 is generous. 11-1 round 5 is the only round you could decisively say like
I thought 8-4 was the like closest and that was being generous, but I've seen a lot of people say 10-2, but I had a 9-3 and I think there was a round I did give Canelo which could have went to Crawford. So
swing round,
I don't know, 11-1 I'd have to rewatch the fight, but to me like Crawford, what he did at his age with all the disadvantages on paper, I think that was just as impressive as what Bivol Mayweather did as well. And I would say this was probably better victory because of the fact that he only had 1 fight at 54. But I even said all along, if Canelo couldn't walk through Mayweather's power or punches, like I don't think people realize that Crawford has got enough pop. The only thing is, can he put all the muscle on and carry the weight? And if he does, I was even saying Canelo's in trouble if he doesn't do anything in the first 6 rounds, and that's what happened.
And then like I told Onslaught earlier, I know Onslaught can feel this. Like
Yeah.
when the first 2 to 5 seconds of the first round, Crawford threw that jab
Man.
twice, and he set
Man.
the tone, and then he kept that going. And then, like Onslaught said, see, I'm loving what Onslaught said because
Mhm.
Crawford is one of the best at like hitting you with sneaky shots. And I was like, when I saw he
Yep.
kept hitting Canelo with them sneaky shots, and Canelo had no answer, I was like, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap.
Bro, Canelo couldn't even see him. He couldn't even see
Yeah.
those punches.
Because I told
Like,
you, they say Canelo got a great chin, but here's the thing about
Yeah.
boxing. Now, you
Yeah.
guys know this. I know Hamid Boxing knows this, BYU.
Mhm.
I know you know this, Onslaught. If
Yeah.
it don't matter how good your chin is, if you get hit with a shot you don't see coming, especially
Man.
repeatedly, you can go
Facts.
down despite having a great chin.
Facts. And,
You
and
know
at the-
what?
yeah.
Can I just say something? Sorry,
Yeah, go ahead.
I think he's got a great defense. I think his chin is probably not as good as Triple G's because I was at Triple G and Kell Brook's fight.
Mm.
That's a guy with a proper great chin.
Yeah.
I would say Canelo's chin is very good, but I wouldn't say is on the level of a guy like Hagler or
Oh yeah,
Golovkin.
for sure. For sure.
The thing is, his defense
I
is
agree with
very
that.
good.
I agree with that.
You know his defense. He knows how to slip and
Roll
parry.
with the punches
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
last second. Yeah.
But everything you said is true. Like you could
Mhm.
have as good as chin as you want. If you get hit by punches you don't see, you will get hurt. Sorry to cut you off.
Fact.
You were gonna say
Nah,
something.
you're right. They don't understand that. They think like these fighters are some type of juggernauts. I don't care how good you think this dude's chin is. If he gets hit with a punch that he can't see coming, he's a human being. That's gonna hurt him or drop him. It's just a fact. Canelo got hurt.
Call
at the
me
end of that fight.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
facts. Call me crazy, but that 11th or 12th round,
Mhm.
it looked like Canelo got hit with some shots where he could have potentially went down. Them legs look kind of wobbly, like
Round 11.
Oh, yeah,
round-
yeah. Facts.
Crawford hit him with some combinations. His legs was wobbling.
Yeah.
Bro. Really, Crawford, that fight, Crawford was like experimenting with combinations. He was throwing some combos that I never even seen before. He was like coming up with new stuff on the fly. Like,
Yeah. I like that double jab he hit him with when he threw that
yeah.
out there and then he
Oh,
pulled
yeah.
it back and he hit him again
Yup.
real quick. I like
Yeah.
that. That was dope. I like that.
Nah, his punch selection is insane. Like,
Yeah, was it the last round though he hurt him? Because
yeah,
someone said in the comments, but that's what I think I posted the other day. That's why I remember as well. He caught him with the left hand in the last round.
yep,
But yeah, Canelo's
Yeah, yeah.
legs were gone. They looked good.
he was gone. If there was
Yeah,
one
yeah,
extra
that was
round, he
last
would have been
round.
gone. Yep.
Yeah. If they would have gave Crawford like 3 more minutes, he could have potentially stopped Canelo, or
And
at
Crawford,
the very
he
least,
said
dropped
in
him.
his corner, he wanted to like go for it and KO Canelo, but his coach was like, "Chill, just stick to
Yeah,
the
just
game
play it
plan."
smart.
He wanted to go like Kell Brook on his ass and just run at him and put him out, but he kept discipline and everything.
Yeah, gotta play it
Yep.
smart.
Play it smart. You don't want to go crazy.
Yeah, but, the thing is, Madrimov gave him a better fight. Like all these
For
guys
sure.
were,
Facts.
shitting on Madrimov for months and months.
Yeah.
Over a year, it's saying all kinds of crap. Like he's only had 10 fights, and I was
Yep,
even
yep.
saying you're reading too much into one fight. Like, can like someone not have like an average performance in one fight? Like you guys expect someone to be looking invincible or stop every
single
opponent.
fight.
And I said this would be Crawford's toughest fight, the Madrimov
Yeah.
fight, since the Postal fight, and this will be his first fight. He goes the distance. I was also right on that.
You were
and
on point. You were
yeah,
on point.
people just don't listen, or they just don't look at things from like a different perspective. It seems like.
Yep.
Me personally, I like Madrimov, and I'm not saying that because of the Crawford fight. I did research
too.
on him. I like
Yes.
Madrimov. I think
like him
Madrimov
too.
is a great fighter. He's a great talent. I like Madrimov.
Bro,
I don't
his
think he's a
footwork
bad
is-
fighter.
His footwork is something special, bro. Like
Yeah,
the way he moves around the ring. Nah,
yeah, Madrimov nice.
he's nice. He's a pure boxer. That's what people don't know. He's a pure boxer with that amateur style.
Yeah,
That's not
The
easy to
problem.
beat.
The problem with Madrimov is I think he stayed amateur for too long. But if you
Yes.
watch his amateur fight with Iglesias and some of his other fights,
Yes.
he's actually a very good technical boxer.
Very good technical
Yeah.
boxer.
Madrimov is
even
the
the
truth.
Yeah.
Even the Vigil Ortiz fight, that was competitive. I
It
thought
was
that was like,
competitive.
I thought that was arguably closer fight than some people are
Closer.
making out. Like,
Way
don't get me
closer.
wrong, I think
I
Vigil
feel
did,
so.
but like if you watch that fight, Madrimov I think gave up too many of the early rounds. But
Yeah.
look at Vigil Ortiz's face; he was marked up. Where the
No,
Crawford
Madrimov
fight,
was tagging him,
Madrimov, but the
Yeah.
Crawford fight, Madrimov was tagged up. So
Yeah.
like he didn't get blown out in either fight.
And Madrimov fought Ortiz differently than he fought Terrence Crawford. With Ortiz,
Yeah,
he moved
Yeah.
around in the beginning, but then he stood toe to toe with him for the rest of the fight. But with Crawford, Madrimov kind of stayed outranged the whole fight because he didn't want to get
Yeah.
countered and you know caught with something crazy. So
Yeah.
yep,
Yeah, 2 different styles. Yeah.
2 different styles. You know,
I think
Ortiz-
Crawford would
Ortiz
have
is good.
stopped. I think Crawford would have stopped Ortiz. I like Ortiz as a
Me too.
fighter, but I think Vigil or Golden Boy, they knew why they turned that fight down. I know they wanted. I know they wanted, or they were trying to say they wanted that fight, but by that time Crawford was trying to fight Canelo. Like, why would you fight Vigil instead of Canelo?
Exactly.
But a couple of years prior to that, I think in 2020 or 2021,
Yes.
Vigil and Boots both turned that fight down, and I
Yes,
think
I
they
made a
both would
video
have got
about
stopped.
that.
Yeah, they
Yes,
both
the
would have got
WBO
stopped.
mandated it. They both turned it down.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Terrence Crawford, there's a podcast called $1 Million Worth of Game.
Yes.
Terrence Crawford actually detailed that whole situation on there. So
Exactly.
yeah, they
Exactly.
both turned that down.
They didn't want that at that time, and I don't blame them. I do
That's
think, yeah,
that's actually how he got caught up fighting Porter, because he didn't have no opponent because of that, and then the Porter fight came up.
Exactly.
Now I would blame Vigil a bit because you how old are you now? You've had like I think over 20 fights something, and you still haven't fought for a title.
True.
With Boots,
Yeah.
at least he has fought for a title. My only problem with Boots is he hasn't fought anyone apart from Stanionis and maybe Lipinets, if you want to give him that. Like he's only fought 1 or 2 guys that you could recognize. The only other guy they were making out was Roman Villa, but I don't think that win has really aged well. But Vigil Ortiz has got a good, I think, resume for his age and the fights, but the problem is he hasn't fought for a title, and you could have fought. He
had the opportunity,
and you could have even petitioned to fight Fundora. I just don't know what Golden Boy are doing with Vigil at the moment.
Yeah, Golden Boy is man.
Well, now they got a lawsuit in it, but I was saying up until then, like, I know Boots turned the fight down, but apart from that, like, I think they were taking 1 step forward and 2 steps back, and that's what I think the problem was. Because look at Zayas is already a unified champion.
Look at Zayas, how they're doing good with him. Yeah,
Xander moving.
I like Xander. I like the way he boxes.
Yeah, Xander nice with it.
He's nice.
Well, let me get y'all take on this. What y'all like? Speaking of Virgil and Boots, who do y'all think will win if that fight? Because I don't think that fight's going to happen, honestly. But let's say it does. Who do y'all think wins that?
I got Boots.
I would probably agree. Style-wise, Boots should win.
Yeah,
the only problem is I think Virgil does have power. So if Boots does make mistakes, he can get knocked out. But I probably agree with you. Style-wise, Boots has got the right style to beat Virgil.
It's that jab, man. It's that jab. I think he can box him from the outside effectively. Boots has fast hands. He has that good lead hand. He can move around the ring and keep Virgil, guessing, because Virgil Ortiz, he's a 100% pressure fighter. High guard up, he moves forward. If he can't get past Boots' jab, the fight is not going to really be a fight for real. But what Hamed said about Ortiz's power, that's definitely the equalizer though, for sure, because Ortiz definitely can punch.
Did you see that Lubin knockout? That was nasty.
Yeah,
that was good, didn't it? That was good.
Ortiz can punch, but if he can't get past Boots' jab, he can't beat Boots. That's the main factor. Like, it's the same thing we were saying with Canelo and Crawford. If Canelo can't get past Crawford's jab, he can't beat Crawford. It's impossible. T.O. couldn't get past Shakur's jab. He couldn't beat Shakur. Like, the jab is the main thing. You got to get past that first. But,
that's a good point. Yeah, I agree with that.
But it's a good fight, though. I hope it happens. I hope so.
Yeah,
something's just telling me that fight's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not happening because of the lawsuit.
Golden
Boy, I think, blocked that fight because Virgil's team were trying to go ahead. But I wouldn't mind if Virgil could fight the winner of Fundora and Keith Thurman. We probably all assume Fundora should win that. Like, Fundora Ortiz is not a bad fight. Or if Ortiz could fight Zayas, but I think Zayas, it looks like, will probably fight the IBF champion Josh Kelly. Or I think I've heard, I don't know if this is true, but Devin Haney and his team are saying they may
we were
move
just
up.
Talking about that earlier with Haney moving up to Zayas, and people were getting mad about that move.
I wouldn't be mad about it, but I would rather see other fights, if I'm being honest.
Me too. I would rather see Devin stay at 47, but if he moves to 54, I don't got a problem with it. I don't mind it.
No, you can't be mad.
There's only
be a champion in a different weight class.
I agree with all of that, and I wouldn't mind those fights. But the fight I want to see Devin do, got to get that Ryan run back. That's what I want to see. That they got the run back. I got to see that rematch too. Yeah, I was just watching the other day. I was just watching the first fight. I felt that Devin was the rounds that he didn't get dropped in. I felt
He was
that
winning.
Devin was winning those rounds. Me
was winning.
personally, I felt that he was outplaying.
Devin was outboxing him after 6 rounds. I think Devin won at least 4 rounds.
Yeah.
Some people said it could have been 5-1, but the problem was when he got caught in the first round, that came back to haunt him in round 7, and then from there, I just don't think he recovered. But it was, in terms of rounds, it was a competitive fight. Like I think Ryan Garcia probably won 7-8 rounds, but the rounds he didn't get dropped. Haney did have a lot of success in, especially the first half. It just, I think the weight played a factor, the peds and everything, and the fact. And the fact that Haney fought, I thought a bad fight, if I'm being honest. Like,
Haney didn't
it was kind of uncharacteristic.
Yeah, it was uncharacteristic of him. Yeah.
But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Devin Haney and Shakur fight, because I just think fights like Shakur and Ryan at a catchweight, or Shakur Stevens are not fighting all these other American fighters, I just think it's a bad look. Like, because I think if Shakur Stevens and Devin Haney fight at welterweight, that would be like a fight where I think you could put the winner of that like really high in the pound for pound rankings. Like, I wouldn't argue, but like these catchweights and these fights where guys are just moving up and down, I just don't like it. Like, with that, at least Haney is a champion who's like, a clean fighter who hasn't really cheated or done anything. So if he's moving up to fight him and there's no like stipulations or anything, I would like to see that. Like, I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, for sure. I agree with you.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, Devin and Shakur would be good for sure. I think Shakur's better though, but Devin has the tools to give Shakur a fight that he's like never seen before. So that's an interesting fight.
Yeah,
I don't mind. I don't. No, go ahead.
I was saying that's the only guy I think that could maybe give him a good fight, because he's not going to fight Keyshawn Davis or Tank at the moment. But Devin Haney is probably the only guy, because everyone else, I think Shakur Stevens will be a heavy favorite from 135 to 147. Like, that's the only other guy. Like, Shakur Stevenson, I think will make Ryan Garcia look silly, like he did Teofimo Lopez and a lot of the other guys. I think at 140. I wouldn't mind though if he stays at 140. I wouldn't mind him fighting Richardson Hitchens or or some of the other champions. I just don't think that's gonna happen. It looks like at the moment.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. When it comes to Shakur, me personally, I think him versus Murataya will be a good matchup. I got Shakur winning. I like that fight. Murataya coming to 140 and fighting Shakur. I like that fight. I think Shakur will win, but I think stylistically that's a good matchup, and I would like to see that.
You know who I want to see fight Murataya? Abdullah Mason.
That would be. I wouldn't mind that. I would not mind that. Abdullah and Murataya. Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I mean, 135. Okay, so Tank, they took away his top. They put him in champion in recess, right?
Yeah.
So Floyd Schofield and Lucas Batti are gonna fight for that title.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
So Floyd Schofield, he the champion. Then you got Abdullah Mason. Then you got Murataya. But now the WBC is vacant because they took it away from Shakur.
Yeah.
Foster beat Fulton. That was for the interim, isn't it? But then I think he vacated the interim. I think because he chose to keep his 130 title. But I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Flo Schofield or Foster fighting Shakur, but I think Shakur's done. I think he's gonna stay at 140, or he's gonna move up to 147 or have some sort of catchweight. But I wouldn't mind Abdullah Mason and what's it called? The guy's name Murataya. That's a good fight, but I think Murataya's moving up to 140. I think that's what he was saying. I don't think 40. I don't think he's getting the Shakur fight though. I don't think Shakur's gonna. I don't think Shakur will fight because Murataya is with Top Rank and Shakur left Top Rank. But
right.
I wouldn't mind some of those fights you mentioned. I think Foster would probably be the only other guy apart from him.
That's a good fight.
It's a good fight.
I think Shakur better than Foster, but it's still good.
But that would be interesting.
It'd be interesting.
Dynamic
good matchup.
Yeah,
and they know each other too.
Yeah. But I don't think that's happening as well. It looks like.
No, me neither.
It's kind of like last year I wanted this fight probably would never happen, but this is one fight that I wanted. I really wanted Virgil versus Murtazaliev. I think that'd be a great matchup.
Oh yeah, I wanted that. I called for
Ortiz.
that fight
Virgil
too.
ducked in it. They all ducked
More,
Murazov.
yeah,
Now,
they didn't want to smoke with him.
now they all like all these fans are saying like he's easy work. I still thought that was a close fight though. I thought it was a draw. I had a draw, but I'm not gonna argue like if some people had it to Josh Kelly or
They both dropped each other, right?
yeah, I thought it was 6-6 or
Yeah.
7-5 either
Yeah.
way. Like to me, the problem was I thought the judging or the referees, what the referee missed, I thought a knockdown, and the judge scored one of the rounds 10-10. Like
Yeah, I saw that.
to me,
yeah.
they were trying to favor Kelly, but
Yeah,
I just thought Kelly was a bit too negative, especially in the second
agree with
half.
you.
Like, yeah,
like,
it was a
showed
close fight.
tenacity in spots, but overall, yeah, I agree with you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it just need to be a little bit more aggressive. Yeah, I saw that.
maybe the inactivity had the thing with him because he was inactive for so long. But
Mm-hmm.
like, it was a close fight.
Yeah.
It was a close fight. But I give Josh Kelly credit for fighting him, but all these other guys ducked him, like, which is a bad look.
Murtaziev always got these fights during Ramadan, man. He's got bad luck, but
That
know,
was
he's-
before. That was before. though, I
oh,
think.
that was before. Yeah. That was
Yeah,
January. That was in January.
January, innit? But he was inactive for so long, and
True.
Josh Kelly did fight a good fight because he dropped him early on.
He did. I was
Yeah,
surprised
with
with that.
left. Yeah,
I
that
was
up
shocked. I
jab,
was
that
like-
left.
I was like,
yeah,
damn.
Josh Kelly fought a good fight for the first half, but I still would have liked to have seen how Boots would have done with Murtazayev, how
Yeah,
Virgil
yeah.
would have done. All these guys were making excuses about the IBF
Yeah, they didn't want
rehydration
to
clause.
get.
They just
Yeah.
didn't want to take the risk.
Yep.
That's the thing.
Hey, can I say something?
Yeah.
I got Bruce Carrington going undisputed. Do you guys disagree?
I agree with you.
Shushu?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tend to agree with that. Shushu,
I tend
nice.
to agree with that for sure. He nice.
I was going to
Okay.
mention him earlier because I liked his fight. I liked the way he did Castro. That was a good performance. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah,
got
that
Bruce, I got
that's called a
Shushu
sword.
on the up.
Shushu for sure.
Because every time he
Yeah.
fights, he improves.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's facts.
He
That's facts.
should be the guy at 126. I think the only guy that you'd probably say would be a tough the other champion is probably Espinoza because he's
Espinoza,
so
yeah.
Oh,
big.
yeah,
He's so
so
big,
tall.
innit? That guy's like 6 foot something, I think.
Bro,
And
it's
he's
crazy.
but apart from him, yeah, I think Carrington should be the guy because Nick Paul got knocked up and Figueroa. I think although he's
That
the
was
champion,
crazy, man.
that was a big surprise, innit? How
That
he
was
knocked him out.
surprising.
But yeah,
Yeah, facts.
I did watch the beginning of the Carrington fight, but I switched over to the Zayas fight, so I didn't watch it. But I think I seen the knockout. That was impressive because Castro did give Fulton a very close fight. I think he dropped
Castro's
Fulton
tough,
as well.
man. He
Yeah,
hurt him.
Castro
He
can
did.
fight. Castro
Yeah,
can fight.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
dropped Fulton. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
That was the
Castro
best
can
fight.
fight.
That was the best fight of the card, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
Fulton and not Fulton. I mean Castro and Carrington. That was a good fight. Yeah, Carrington is a good fighter. That top rank I thought developed like very well. So it'll be
Mhm.
interesting. I just think all those guys gotta fight each other. Like they can't wait for Nui. Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what Nick Paul and these guys were doing, which is I think
I agree
bad.
with you. Yep.
I don't
said
think
who you got?
Inui is going. I don't think Inui's going to do it though. I think 122 is his limit. I don't think he's going to
Yeah,
do
yeah,
that
I
shit.
agree.
Yeah, I think he'll stay at
I agree.
122. Yep.
He's too small. He got dropped twice and he's been the distance.
Exactly.
I think he should stay at 122.
I think so
And
too.
towards the end of his career, move up when you're like when you're
Yes.
just about to retire or 1 or 2 years. Because I think if he moves up to 126, I think he'll have bitten off more than he could chew. At 122,
Yes,
I
agree.
still think he's a top elite pound for pound fighter. But even at that weight, I think you could see he's not really the biggest guy. Like I think he's really his natural weight is probably bantamweight. I would have said like 118.
Yeah, exactly. Somewhere around that.
Yeah.
I've been seeing him get dropped against Cardenas and everything. I'm like, yeah, he's has the skill level to completely dominate that division. But
Neri dropped him also.
Neri dropped him too. Yeah, it's like
They both dropped it, and he's a bit more cautious. And you could see with the division below, he was able to walk through guys and able to impose his will, like from early on. So I think people should pump the brakes on that. But regardless. What I was gonna say, finish what I was gonna say. I was gonna ask you guys about what the Usyk situation because that took me a bit by surprise, man.
Yeah, we talked about that a little earlier with Usyk fighting the kickboxer dude. I saw the poster. I'm like, who is this dude?
Rico something.
And he said, I looked it up and it said he has one fight. I said, what?
Yeah, he was apparently being negotiated to fight AJ. I don't know. This was, I think, before the car crash. So
Oh,
so they were gonna get him a big fight, but I don't know. Like, I think Usyk should retire or just give up the belts. If you're gonna stick around, like because you beat Dubois twice, you beat Fury, AJ twice. I think they were talking about Wilder fight. I personally think Wilder's seen better days, but if he beats Chisora, then maybe that fight could
Maybe you
get.
can entertain
yeah,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you could
maybe.
entertain it, but Caballe's the only guy I thought Usyk could maybe stick around for.
Yeah,
Like, if you're not going to
Yeah.
fight guys like Filip Hrgovic or some of
yeah.
these other guys like Fabio Wardley, then that's the only guy. But I
He
don't
should just
know. I think
retire for
he
real.
should just retire. I
He should
think.
just
Yeah.
retire. There's
I feel so.
the one stylistic fight that I wanted to see with Usyk was Mosley Itama, but it's a little too early.
Itama.
Yeah, he can box really good, but it's a little too early for him though.
They got to
Yeah.
step him up though. I think because
Yeah.
he's fighting Franklin, but he's got injured and
Yeah.
he's a bit too inactive. If you're like
Yes,
if you're trying to fast track a guy like that, I think
they
you
got
got to move him quicker or you got to
Move him
keep him
quicker.
a bit more active.
telling you.
Like,
He's ready.
Is
for
he going
them
to fight? Is he going
Yeah.
to fight the winner out of Wardley and Dubois?
I hope-
no, he's fighting Jermaine Franklin. I think next month is.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying after this is all over with. Is that going to be his
I
next
hope-
opponent?
I don't think they're gonna rush
I don't think
him in.
so, but I'd hope so. They
They're not
put him
going to
in
rush
there.
him.
Frank Warren is he wants to take it really slow with Itama, but if I was managing Itama with the skill that he has, I would push him faster. Like,
I think they should maybe not do it too slow, but not rush it. Like after
Yeah.
this fight, if he could stop Franklin, who went 12 rounds with AJ,
which
and
I think he
12
will
rounds with
definitely stop him.
White.
Yeah.
If he does, because he just beat the guy. I thought he probably lost that fight against Ivan Ditchko, really big guy.
Yeah,
Very
that Russian
good
dude.
Eastern European. He was I think a two-time. Was he a gold medalist or a two-time
Yeah.
Olympia? Very good fighter, but he beat him. And if he could knock Franklin out, then maybe I don't know. You could start putting him in with guys like Hrgovic or some of these other
And
guys who are.
I guarantee he's gonna knock Franklin out. Itama, if we talk about boxing wise, the heavyweight, he's the best heavyweight prospect right now in my eyes.
Yeah, I agree.
He's
I agree with
the
that.
future. But the problem I only have with he
Mhm.
needs to be taken rounds, or he needs to be at least
Yes.
taken into deep water. Because
That's why they got to step him up more.
Yeah,
with better
but
opposition.
they got to do it gradually, though. I think you
Gradually,
can't
yes.
you can't like chuck him in with a guy like Usyk or
Nah, not now. You can't.
some
do
of
that right.
the other guys. But I
Hey,
do
I
like
like-
what I see.
Shout out to Rose Maverick in the chat. What y'all think about Moses versus Bacoli?
Moses by KO.
That's a good fight, but I think it is
That's
bit
a good fight,
dangerous.
yeah.
I would like to see what he does to Franklin, and then maybe I would put him in with someone like Hrgovic. Because the thing with Bacoli is he's like probably one of the biggest punchers. I think with him and Zag,
Yeah.
we've seen Bacoli essentially ended Jared Anderson's
He
career.
ended his career before it
Yeah.
started. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Gary Anderson was coming up, man. He was looking good, but I think Moses Itama is better for sure. If they could set up Buckeye versus Itama, that'd be good. But Hrgovic, like you said, that's a good fight for Moses Itama after Franklin if he knocks out Franklin.
That dude is tough though, bro. Like he don't go down for nothing.
Exactly.
That dude is tough, bro.
That's why Hamed. That's perfect. That's why it's the perfect fight for Itama. Itama can knock that guy out, then you know he's really the real deal.
Yeah, if he get him, yeah, he definitely need to be stamped. He get him.
Oh yeah.
Who's that Hrgovic? If he knocks out Hrgovic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. That's like a perfect barometer because the only guy who stopped him, I think, was Dubois, but he did it. I think got cuts in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Got them cuts.
before
Doctor
you
stop it.
before you put him in with a guy like Dubois, Fabio Wardley, or Bacoli, I think
Yeah.
you got to put him in with someone like who's not the biggest puncher, but who's like a legit top 10. Like that would be Hrgovic. But yeah, apart from that, I think maybe Usyk should retire. I don't know what the hell
Yeah,
he's
Usyk
sticking
should
around.
retire.
Because Crawford's already retired. I think
Yeah.
Crawford could have had maybe one or two more fights, but
Yeah.
both Crawford and Usyk, I don't think they had anything left.
No.
Now, say this, like these guys, I thought for the last couple of years, or since even when Canelo became undisputed, I thought like what Crawford and Usyk did, like, I thought they were better. Like Canelo, I thought he was not looking great against Caleb Plant. No disrespect, I didn't ever think Caleb Plant was really elite or at that
He's a
level.
B level. If he's a B level
Yeah,
fighter.
that's
Right.
the right way to put it. Yeah.
Yeah. All
Yeah,
the
like I
guys
was telling
Canelo
Ons,
beat to yeah,
no, like I was telling Onslaught earlier. I mean, I don't see what Crawford could have did that would have rivaled what he did to Canelo last night. It made all the sense in the world to retire. That's
there's
why it's
nothing.
just weird
Anything
when people
after
say that.
Crawford, anything after that would just be like a step below, a cherry on top. Even the Jonabek
Exactly.
thing, I was like, okay, cool, but that's not really even like you don't need to do
Yeah,
that.
yeah, I agree. The only thing I would have
Exactly.
said was probably him just becoming a title holder at middleweight, because
Yeah.
that's something Floyd didn't do, and there's
Mhm.
only a handful of fighters to win
Yes.
titles in 6 different divisions. I think it's Oscar and Pacquiao in the
Yep.
men's boxing, especially.
Yep.
I think that because Ray Leonard, guys like Mayweather, they all 5-weight, but that was the only thing. But like you said, I don't know, does
Yeah.
that really top it? Because like
Mhm.
if you're just gonna win a version of a title against Adames or Lara,
Yeah.
that's not really. The only thing is, like you said, maybe if he was to beat Janabek, because if
Right.
Janabek had beaten Lara, he would have been like, I think, one belt from undisputed.
Yeah.
So maybe that could have just been the cherry on top. But
Yep.
yeah, I don't blame him. Like that Canelo win was monumental. Like
Yeah.
I didn't think you could top the Spence thing, but it did
Yeah.
actually.
No, it's crazy, and they're so desperate to try to downplay it that they just pull out the most ridiculous things you never heard. I was talking to somebody else who was saying, yeah, Crawford beat Canelo, but he has to beat Bivol now for it to count. It's like, what?
Yeah, that's what that
It's
comeback guy was. It's just crazy, man. Like, how could Crawford started at 135? I know he was big.
135.
I know he was a bit bigger, but he was like a natural 147, 154.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
for him to move up to light heavy, I don't know. That's crazy.
Insane. 68 is him pushing the limit right there. Like, and he beat the best guy in that division, so there's nothing left to do. He already beat the best guy in his first fight. There's nothing left to do.
Yeah, like because I remember some of the Canelo fans were saying Canelo could move up and beat Usyk, which
Yeah, I
I
remember that.
thought was crazy.
I remember when they were saying that.
That's what I'm saying. Like people just get blinded by either hate or like their favoritism.
Yep.
Hey, Hamed, let me get your take on this. What's your take on people saying that Crawford has a weak resume?
I could debate anyone on this, and I would always say the same thing. How could you say someone has a weaker resume when they cleaned out 140? They pretty much beat all the champions who are available, who weren't ducking at 147. So he was undisputed in both those divisions with multiple fights. Like there wasn't just like one fight. At 168, I understand he only beat one guy, but that was like a buddy fight. That was a big fight, a legacy fight. Like, what do you expect a guy at 38 to stick around? And if he's not going to get full credit for beating Canelo, I don't think he would have got much credit for beating Hamza Shiraz
or anything.
Or like these guys. So at 147, there are some names missing, but was that his fault? Like, look, I was a big Pacquiao fan. Mm-hmm. Top Rank didn't want that fight.
They protected Pacquiao, factually.
Yeah, Freddie Road didn't want that fight. So
they did not want
Keith
that.
Thurman turned it down. I think asked for 10. Yeah, 10 million. Danny Garcia ducked it. I just don't understand how you could say that when you become undisputed in 3 different divisions. If it's that easy, why is there not more fighters?
Thank you.
That's see, Onslaught.
Don't get me wrong.
Hamed know boxing, bro.
He know boxing. Hamed know boxing.
We need him, bro.
Put him on.
Don't get me wrong. I do think Mayweather has got a better resume, but I also thought Mayweather at times, or a lot of times after that, I think Oscar had to fight, did pick and choose or fought guys that were past the best. I would prefer to take a guy like Crawford's resume who won every title in 3 different divisions. Like he didn't cherry pick.
Yes.
Tried fighting Spence years ago. And the only guy to stop Spence, stop Porter. Who else did he? He stopped a couple of other guys that had never been stopped. So to me, that's just being sour grapes, I think. And there's a lot of the guys that do that, like are just Canelo fans or fans of Errol Spence or other fighters that, know, were rivals of Crawford.
Yep.
That's all facts.
All facts.
Yeah, that's facts.
I wouldn't waste too much time. Like if people are doing that, whether it's like people, who got different opinion or other channels or I just think if you're not gonna come to a middle ground there, I think it's no point wasting time because
they're delusional.
That's what me and Onslaught said earlier. You can't even really take people that say that type of stuff serious.
Can't take them seriously at all, man. Like
argue for a little bit, but then that's it.
That's it. Like they in a whole different world.
Yeah, like if it's that easy, why is there no other fighters? Like I think the only other fighters to do it the 4-belt era up until Crawford beat Canelo was Inoue and Usyk. Like these guys had separated themselves from the rest. Like if it was that easy,
Yep.
that more fighters would do it. 3 divisions,
No,
no one's done it.
I don't think anybody's gonna do that anytime soon. 3 division undisputed is crazy.
If they do it, maybe
Right.
I don't know. Maybe Inoue might be the guy. Maybe
He's
someone.
the only one who could do it. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe someone who's just as good as these guys, but like there's only a rare handful of fighters capable of doing that. Like it's not
Let alone
easy.
against an opponent like Canelo, like moving up. Too.
Moving up like 2 or 3 different divisions,
Crazy.
or doing it at 38. It's not easy. Like
that's some like throwback Jack Johnson, Gene Tunney type of, you know what I mean? Old school fighters just jumping crazy. Yeah, like people don't do that anymore. That's
Once in a lifetime type stuff.
Yeah, like
yeah. And look, I think people should just appreciate guys like Crawford, Inoue, Usyk, like like Canelo. I thought at one point his career was going in that direction, but the last couple of years, I thought he was kind of, I don't know, cherry picking, if that's the right word, or just fighting like really bad opponents.
Yeah,
like some of it wasn't his fault, but like a lot of it was. I thought like you prioritize fights that a lot of people didn't ask for, so you can't be mad if people are being critical. But I gotta go. I was just gonna say, good, talking to you guys. And
yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, come back next time if I go live again. Come back next time.
Yeah,
if you down for it.
Definitely.
It's a good fight in May as well. Benavidez and Zito. I do like that fight. Like, I was hoping Benavidez could fight Bivol, but with the whole situation with what's going on one side fight, this is not a bad fight. Like I think Benavidez should probably stay and maybe try and fight Upper down the line. Whenever that fight. That'll be a good fight. But this is not a bad fight. He's only lost to Bivol, and it's for the unified cruiserweight titles. But I'm looking forward to some of these fights, man. But yeah, I gotta go. Good talking to you.
I appreciate
you, man.
All right.
Next time. Yep.
Sure.
Man, boxing then. Boxing, bro. You can't even fuck with him.
This is the difference between somebody who know what he talk about and people just emotional pushing narratives and stuff like that. It's the difference.
Yeah. You know exactly what he be talking about.
For sure.
That's what's up.
Hell
man.
Yeah, man. What you think about
man.
The Inoue Nakatani?
Inoue Nakatani? I'm a roll with Inoue.
Yeah,
this is a great fight, but
it's a good fight though. Yeah.
I favor Inoue. I like Nakatani though. I'm not, a lot of people kind of like got down on him because of his last fight.
Yeah.
But shit, man, that dude, Sebastian Hernandez, that dude is a good fighter, bro. Like he did good in that fight.
He's like a Terminator. Yeah. He was good.
Yeah. So Nakatani got the win. A lot of people thought there was robbery, but it is what it is. But I still like Nakatani. I still look at him as a high caliber opponent. So I'm not down on him because of that. Should be a good fight. Wouldn't surprise me if he somehow won, but I think Inoue going to go ahead and take that.
I do think Inoue can get over on him for sure.
Yeah, so I do feel that.
Definitely.
And then this fight this weekend, Sugar Nunes and Navarrete. That's going to be a good fight.
Who you got in that one?
I like both. I think both are good. I'm going to roll with Navarrete because I got more history with him.
Okay, for sure.
I'm rolling with Navarrete.
I
like Sugar though. I like Nunes. Yeah, Nunes is good.
It's gonna be.
It could go either way.
It could go either way, yeah.
But I'm gonna roll with Navarrete
for sure. I'm just looking at Navarrete's fight against the last dude, Charlie Suarez, and then his fight against Boachuk, and I'm starting to see some patterns. I think there's a lot of stuff for Nunes to take advantage of, especially fighting on the inside. But he got to fight a certain way to get with Navarrete. You can. Because Navarrete got them weird, like awkward
angles, them awkward punches.
You know what I mean? Nunes, Navarrete is more experienced too, so it's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
Definitely.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you doing this, man.
Nah, for sure, man. Anytime. For
you down to like do this on the not on the red because you probably be busy, but like
next time I go live, not busy on the weekdays actually.
Yeah, so you be down to like pull up. Talk boxing every now and then. Yeah,
you should get a Twitter account or some other social media so you could contact me like in a better way. I don't be on YouTube every time.
Yeah, I might have to do that because only social media I'll be using is YouTube. I might have to
Yeah.
do the Twitter, Instagram,
Yeah.
and all that. I don't got one
Yeah.
set up, so I'll definitely do that.
But yeah, anytime, let me know. I'll come up here for sure. Talk real boxing talk.
No doubt, no doubt. You
Sure.
said you finna go over there and beef with them?
I might, but it looked like they're about to end their stream.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just over there like listening to this talking about Bud, bro. Just, like I told you, it's the same shit.
Yeah, they're talking about
who?
Bud Crawford.
Just talking about
That hating
Bud.
shit again?
Yep.
Yeah,
As
it's the
usual.
same.
Yep.
Like
Making
I
fun of
told you,
Mirage.
dude, they're not talking about Navarrete.
Nope. They're not gonna act like that fight's not even happening.
Yeah, I told you, bro. It's either Bud, Shakur, David Benavidez. It's the same shit,
They
bro.
talk about Benavidez, Bud, and Shakur.
They don't talk boxing, bro. It's the same shit.
See, the thing with IBFP is he understands that his audience, the people that go on his page, that be on the channel, they want to hear all that negative, dumb shit about certain fighters.
Yeah.
And he feeds off of that.
I told him
Instead of
that's
just
what
going
the
on
fan
there and
base is.
talking. Like what we just did right now. We just talking boxing.
Yeah.
You dig? He should be doing that. But he would rather do that stupid shit because he know motherfuckers is dumb enough to follow it. Because that's all his page is. He makes videos purposely trying to rage bait people, saying that dumb shit about Crawford, hating on Shakur, or Haney. It's the same thing over and over again.
And
then
his
he
comment
goes
section,
live.
and his comments, his live are racist. His little live comments are a little
racist, bro.
and he acts like he does it.
And then they be complaining about double standards, but yet you got a guy in the comment section. He talks about the black snack fighters, but won't say nothing about the Latino snack fighters.
Yeah,
that's a double standard, but they're saying they don't like double standards.
I called it out too. He was like,
I don't see it.
Yeah. Go on the latest video. Look in the comments. I went to war with everybody in there. I cooked all of them. There was like Bud, Shakur, and Devin are on snack. You know what I mean? I was like, okay. He told me, he said your people are on snack.
Bro, Mel's pulling it out too. Like the comments are racist.
He said your people are on snack. I said my people is Virgil Ortiz and Bam. And he was like, that's not the same thing. I said, nah, they're on snack. They're on snack. Go look it up. And he deleted his comment. I'm like,
capping, bro.
Nah, bro, it's crazy.
You're crazy, man. That's what I was when I was going over there. That was always going on. Them guys saying that crazy stuff, and then it's like you counter it with facts. They get mad at it, want to troll.
Whenever he makes a video about like saying something positive about a black fighter, bro,
they get mad.
Bro, he made a video saying that the fighter of the year was Bud Crawford for 2025. I DM'd him. I'm like, man, respect for making that video. You know what I mean? But I said, look at your comments. Bro, the comments were so crazy. He said IBFP went black. IBFP. I said, yo, what? I said, look at the comments, bro. Nuke said, I don't care. I'm like, bro, this fan base is crazy.
That shit is wild, bro. And then another thing, I saw this not too long ago. This was back, I want to say October.
Yeah.
He did a video where he was talking about who was that he was talking about? He was talking about a Latino fighter. Shit. Virgil. He was talking about Virgil Ortiz. Yeah. And then the people in the comment section, they were bringing up black fighters because they wanted him to talk about black fighters instead of talking about Virgil Ortiz. I'm like, this video is about Virgil Ortiz. He's not black. And they were bringing up black. There's this guy that's always talking shit, bro.
Dr. Eduardo?
Nah, that's that troll dude. There's this Mexican dude. I think Mike Trades, if I'm not mistaken.
Mike Rodriguez.
Oh, that dude doing shut the fuck up. That dude like him and Edgar Moreno are straight up racist. I can tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can tell. I already know Edgar is racist. I already know about
Edgar, man. Come on, bro.
But that Mike Rodriguez dude, he's always talking that shit, bro. He was bringing up. I remember he was bringing up black fighters. He was trying to bait Nuke into talking about black fighters instead of keeping talking about
Mike
Latino.
Rodriguez can't go 10 seconds without bringing up black fighters. Like, that's all he talk about.
He always talks about like skin color. I'm like, bro, why are you always talking about like skin color? What the fuck?
Come on, bro. He's so offensive. Come on, bro.
Exactly. Dudes is crazy, bro.
Yeah, like
Yeah, that shit
Nah,
is
bro.
wild over there.
That
Man.
environment, there, that comment section is the most toxic boxing comment section on YouTube, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yep.
And I told him a long time ago, man, if y'all
I
weren't
told
like
him,
that, y'all would enjoy boxing more. They
I
refuse
told
to
him. I tell him every
understand
time.
that.
Hold up, Onslaught. You don't
Yeah.
know. You don't know the CCD.
Nah,
Who?
The CCD. They were like a boxing channel. They were like racist as hell.
for real.
Yeah, like they were
Nah, I
like.
never heard of him.
See, now I'm about to look them up because people always want to bring up LDBC this, LDBC that. Now we got
The
a CCD.
Yeah,
Let me
like
see
because when I was new to the YTBC, I went to the CCD, and then they'll show like black people being lynched. I'm like, damn, this is like racist
What?
as hell.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, I see it. CCD boxing. Bro, they got El Mencho as their profile pic. It says
Wild,
Mexican
bro.
boxing #1.
There's a
Crazy.
troll dude at that name. He always be trolling. I be seeing
Boxing
that.
number
Yeah.
one. Boxing number one. Yeah, he used to be over there. I'm like,
Yup.
He always be trolling.
yeah,
He be-
BDA used to be over there, and he claims, "Oh, I'm not racist." I'm like, bro, you're
Yeah,
racist.
BDA.
I'm like,
Come on, bro. All it.
Yeah,
See, look,
BDA is like that. I used to
They-
go on his panel like last year. That's how I kind of got started in the YTBC. I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
it was cool because I saw a video where it was like, oh, okay, it's talking about boxing. I go over there. Yeah, it's the same thing as IBFP. Anti-black narratives over and over again. Then you challenge it. They try to play games and act stupid like they're not like that. Yeah. See, they think niggas is dumb, bro. We can feel the energy. We know what type of time y'all on. Like,
Yep.
niggas ain't stupid. They
Yep.
think niggas you dumb, though. Yeah, but yeah, BDA is another one. He's another one.
Yep.
So. It's
They got their
sad
own-
though, because like I said, man, these guys, they would enjoy boxing more if they weren't
I
like
tell
that.
them
It's
every
just
time,
sad,
say,
bro.
look, if you're not racist, you can enjoy boxing way more. Like, imagine just watching a fight, not thinking about race, and just enjoying the
I'm telling you, you'll
atmosphere of
love
the
that
fight.
shit. I'm
You
telling
love
you.
it, bro. Like, and look
people
how we
are weirdos,
talking.
bro.
Yeah, like look how we talking. We're just talking about boxing. Boxing,
Exactly.
we're not being super hateful. Like, we're not being hateful towards any fighter in this whole
Exactly.
conversation. We just having fun and talking boxing. Like,
Calling people out their names because they like a fighter
yeah.
you don't like. Like, what type of shit is that?
Like, come on,
They
bro.
send money, bro. They on IBFP, they send money to IBFP to talk shit about people on the panel. Like, what type
Yeah.
of shit is that?
Yep.
They
That's
send this
brain
dude
dead.
money. Like, what the hell? You paid him to troll me in the comment section?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
It's crazy,
Antonio
bro.
Gayboy Garcia.
Say what?
I said Antonio Gayboy Garcia.
Yeah, that dude. That dude. I had to block him because I was arguing with him on my page. He sent me like literally no cap. He sent me like 10 messages in like 15 minutes. I had to block. Like, that's too much, bro. That's too much. I didn't even respond. I was just
Crazy.
I was reading what he was saying. He kept sending messages. That's too much, bro. I had to block. This was back in back in December. I had to block him off this page. That's too much,
crazy.
bro. If he sent a little bit, I probably would have played off. Okay, whatever.
Right.
Like, he sent way too many messages in a short amount of time. I was
Yep.
forced to block.
Yep.
I had
Crazy,
to block the gay dude, Combat Talk. He was sending me messages I didn't want to read. I had to block him. I have no idea why he would even come over here because he says all that bullshit over there. So I had no idea why he was on my page. So he was going to get blocked off GP, but he was sending me some crazy shit. So I had to block him. So
Dude in the comments said this ended up turning into an IBFP hate stream. When did we say anything hateful about IBFP, bro?
yeah, that's
Like,
crazy.
what is he talking about? We didn't say anything hateful about IBFP. I'm probably about to go over there right after this. What is he talking about?
He was on my stream last time I was talking about boxing, and he was actually cool on the other stream. But on this stream, he's saying what you read him saying right now. So that's disappointing. But on the other stream he was on over here, he was actually decent. He was actually being cool. So I don't know why he's saying that stuff, but he be going over there though. So he's a pro IBFE guy. So it is what it is. But nah, man, I appreciate y'all coming on here, man. Honestly, we definitely got to BYU, you two. You're welcome to come back
for sure.
So yeah, man, I got to get you on the next one. Make this a regular thing.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You should join Onslaught's Twitter Spaces because there's people who like talk boxing.
Yeah.
I
set up some Twitter Spaces too. Whenever you make a Twitter, we got people who like really knowledgeable about boxing coming up there and talking about all types of fights too. So definitely.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna get into that.
Yeah, for sure.
We do this, so make this a regular thing. But y'all may end the stream. We've been on for a minute. Y'all probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Appreciate y'all time.
Hey man, great talk. Great talk.
Oh yeah, facts for sure. For sure.
For sure.
Definitely got to do this on the reg.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So Onslaught, I'm gonna be getting with you. BYU,
Yup,
you
yup.
welcome to come back. So just hit me up.
Man, stay
And,
safe.
yeah, man. Y'all stay smooth, man. Until the next time.
All right, man.
All right. Yep.